If finances are concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
R.C. Hill here. If your old ride's a loser, too many miles, too many problems, or just doesn't look good, hand it off to me. I'll give you over Kelley Blue Book value. My dream team of finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a car you'll love at a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my perfect payment program is all about. So if you hate your old ride, get in the game. But hurry, this race ends this weekend. I'm R.C. Hill, your car dealer next door. See all the gold medal rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one. Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PREP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text PREP to 42424. That's PREP to 42424.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, August 9th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from major drama incoming to YouTube's biggest star is in really big trouble, and let's get ready for the Olympics closing ceremonies, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Yo, yo.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
Hello to you. You can join us today on the show. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time, and this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What the heck happened, man?
Let me just double check.
Oh.
Do it again.
Triple check.
Did you put in your password?
Yeah. Let me
We had to change
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, we got last minute message. Yeah, there's a last minute message here. It says it's from Frankie McDonald. Let's see what he said.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody! Many imitators Many other radio shows will imitate this on a Friday, but we are the ones.
That sounds like it's coming right from. That's not my siren.
It's my siren.
But it sounds like it's in Sean's house. I love that audio clip.
I'm getting arrested right now?
No, I think it's the purge. You're about to get murdered.
It's more of an air raid.
If there was a purge just on me, that would be something, man.
Little tiny purge.
If Biden kicks on the television, he's like, "We commence our Sean purge."
Yeah, everyone gets ice cream, but Sean's dead.
Yeah,
Come on,
I died.
man.
Nobody else. All right, Friday. We made it through a week. Congratulations, everybody. We're gonna have some fun today and go through everything happening in the world. How are you guys doing on a Friday?
Pretty good.
I'm
Excited that it's a Friday. That's
Yeah.
for damn sure.
Long week for you, or
It was a long week, and I have for the first time in quite a few months, nothing to do this weekend. I'm also going to 20 Years of Tears tonight.
What's that? 20 Years of Tears.
Yeah, this is where I feel super old, but
So is
my
Ryan
inner 15-year-old. What?
Well, he said so is Ryan Holmes. Poor Ryan Holmes.
C-Lane. That was messed up.
His dog is dying today. Would you leave the guy alone?
Yeah. So I'm going to an emo show. It's Hawthorne Heights, Emory, Amberlin, Thursday, and Armor for Sleep, and another band.
Oh, you gonna get emoed out?
Oh yeah, dude.
What do you have? Like, what do you have that can get you like in the emo zone? Looks
Tears?
like okay, you got to cry.
Yeah, doing some crying, doing some screaming.
Like really thick eyeliner. I think.
I don't know if I'm gonna dress emo because I plan on inserting myself into the crowd for moments. And so I think I need to dress accordingly. Like, I could dress emo and then sweat my ass off, or put on some shorts and proper shoes and sweat my ass off.
Oh,
but
that's going to be fun.
So excited. My God. I was just like full blast listening to it as I'm pulling into work. People are looking around like, what's wrong with this girl? Let's call security.
Courtney must have seen that show was coming or something, because she mentioned Hawthorne Heights last night, which of course is her last name, but she mentioned Hawthorne Heights and she's like, oh, they're like such a good emo band. I was like, my favorite emo band is an emo band like nobody else seems to commiserate with me on. It's a band called North Star. And when all those bands are out.
That's not really an emo band.
North Star is in the emo vein. If you consider do you consider Taking Back Sunday emo?
They're in the emo era.
Okay,
sure.
then North Star would be in the same
emo
category.
adjacent.
Emo adjacent, right? Such a good band, so incredibly good, and nobody else knows them. I'm always like, I just need to find one North Star
Fallen
fan.
Star, huh?
They didn't really hit with a lot of other people, but god damn were they good. It's going to be very, very, very hot this weekend, so brace yourself. Feels like temperatures, which of course are completely made up in the 108-degree region for
that's pretty chill.
State of Florida. That means, so there's three different temperatures that you can experience out there. One is real temperature, right? You look at the thermometer, you look at the temp, and it tells you it's 98 degrees outside. Then there's feels like temperature, and you look at it, and it'll be like 104 degrees. Holy cow, feels like 104 degrees outside. Then there's your car's temperature reading.
Yeah.
Which is like 115 degrees. And you're like, to be a car on a day like this, even hotter than otherwise.
There have been other times where I've gotten into the car and I can't even put my hands on the steering wheel because it's so hot. So I'm like, I guess we're going to hope it goes straight for a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So it's going to be hot this weekend for those of you in the Southeast. Those of you in the Northeast, it's going to be hot for you too. Those of you in the West, it's going to be hot for you too. In the Midwest, hot, like just, hot in general.
Antarctica, how you doing, dog?
Going to be hot for you over there. Antarctica, do they have anything going on over there?
I don't know.
Is there anything?
Do they get a radio?
They
That's not on Antarctica?
They do. I did an interview with a guy in Antarctica one time.
Oh.
Cool.
And they I'm leaving.
It's fun
Friday.
to say, oh my God.
I'm leaving.
It was perfectly placed. It was an alley-oop.
I had to go through my email. People are just angry, just screaming about things. And
good.
What are
That's
they mad
right.
about?
Something you said?
It
was us?
things.
It was us?
Here's an email that came in.
Okay.
Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. And before we get to this email, It wasn't us, Sabrina. All right.
Okay, I thought that's for sure what you were referring to.
Isn't it funny though that this show constantly is in the muck? We're constantly talking about whatever's going on. So when the suits reach out or management reach outs or boss man Bradshaw reach out and they go, "Did you guys talk about X, Y, and Z?" And we're like, we text each other.
We've talked about X multiple times, but
we're talking about all these things. We're like, I don't think this was us, right? Like, we shouldn't just fall down on the sword because we think this might be us this time.
X rings a bell, but Z is kind of out there.
Yeah. So we'll start this email off with sorry, and that's just a blanket sorry for all the things, but we don't know what you're talking about.
Literally, we get so much heat on this show for what we say on a daily basis.
We're having a good time.
When the management comes to us, we'll admit to stuff we didn't even do. And this time I'm like, guys, was this us? And we're like, I don't know. And everybody's like, I don't know. C-Lane's searching the archives feverishly. Like, did we say that thing? I don't know. It wasn't us. It wasn't us, I think. Okay. As far as I can tell, it wasn't us that did that thing. But this one's on us, I think. It's on me. It's on me. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. And Riley emails. Riley says, subject line, I am Zara's mom. Hello. You made a story telling people that you feel my daughter's story was fake. I have every bit of proof.
No way.
Bills, receipts, all of it. Please be mindful when talking about people. Let me know if you would like to talk. I don't think trying to harm her is helpful. Thank you, Riley.
This is not Mexico.
This is the mom. This is the mom of the Mexico girl.
Confirmed?
Yes, confirmed mom of the Mexico girl.
How did that get back to her?
I have a theory. Now, I don't know.
Someone tattled?
I don't know if this is true, but I have a theory that she searched possibly for things like her daughter's name and hoax or lie or something.
Okay.
Did you put her daughter's name and hoax or lie in any descriptions of podcasts or any sort of
Sean,
documentation about the show?
You amateur.
No, I intend to do these things. This is 100% purposeful. I want to talk to this woman. You kidding me? This lady would be a joy to talk to.
And we don't want to see the bills. We have all the bills details. That's the only thing that we see in anything is all the bills.
Right. The things I'd like to see are different. I won't tell you now. I'll tell her if she gets on the phone the things that I would like to see. But the mom of the main girl in Mexico is very mad. She's like low-key threatening me via Facebook messages.
Oh, good.
Like, you don't know what, you don't want to do this. You don't know what you're getting into. Like those kind of low key like threats along with some messages. And so I sent 2 responses just to be 1,000% on the same page as everybody. So you know exactly what's going on if she does let us talk to her. I sent 2 messages. One said, send me the toxicology report. All right. Because that is everything here. One said, send me the toxicology report to the mother of the girl in Mexico. The other one said, what's a number that we can reach you at to talk to you on the show? And just like a basic thing, after that. So 1,000%, I would like to talk to this woman. She's very much not used to receiving any pushback on this story yet because all of the reports have been just echoing whatever the family has said so far. Like, this was a sex trafficking attempt. You have to be careful out there.
They may or may not have stolen organs.
Yeah, like we had to check her to make sure the bad Mexican hospital didn't steal her organs.
And listen, I have, there have been times in the past where it is just a pushback for what you say, but I cannot leave you here hanging. Because I was with you on that after all the photo shoots that we had and got to share. So
let's
you're
just
not
say
alone in this. CC me.
At the very least, there are some suspicious things that should be questioned and examined in this story. That's like the lightest way I can put it. So I will try to talk to her. I believe she's in Texas.
It's not going to go well.
We'll see if we can get her on the phone today or Monday. It probably won't go well, just judging by her overall vibes on, because she woofed me, basically. She emailed tips.
she Facebook messaged me, and she messaged on, I think, YouTube or something, or left a comment on YouTube.
Okay.
So, like, she put the word out there, like, I can't believe you. I am more than eager to chat with this lady and get the answers that I'm certainly looking for, and I think maybe a lot of you are as well.
You're open to the conversation, right?
I'm open to the conversation. Yes, I'm always open to hearing different things that may change my mind. I'm always open for my mind to be changed. And we'll go back to discussions we've had about all sorts of things in the last couple of weeks. C-Lane brought up the famed Beastie Boys quote, where it's like, look, if my opinions don't change over time, if I'm not learning things, then what am I doing? I'm up for it. I'm up to here. I am very skeptical at this moment on this story. I have some more news on this story that is coming up in a bit. I also have big questions about this GoFundMe and everything behind it.
All day. Have we found out the resort?
We have not found out the resort.
Well, she said she has receipts. I would think one of those would be the resort.
Right. I don't want to give too much away. Yeah, unless she's tuned in right now, I don't want to say too many of the things that I think will be illuminating about this story that will blow things wide open. But that may happen at some point today, Monday. Who the hell knows? Oh, we didn't even put our ears to the ground, our fingers in the pulse.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do that. Here we go. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse.
Ears on our fingers and ground pulse. Yeah.
Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. How about this for the sweetest moment in Paris as we get ready to wrap up the 2024 Olympics?
It's the Olympics where every country comes together to play to be the best.
Oh. This is a father consoling his daughter who just lost, and it's maybe one of the sweetest things I've seen in a while.
It's sport.
I know.
Some days you win and some days you lose.
Yeah.
And yesterday you did brilliant.
Yeah. It doesn't take away from the year.
Kevin,
No.
you said to me. You said to me.
I think this is by where they, after the competition, they go by the press availability. So there's step and repeat and, cameras. And she was crying. She was upset, which... Of course you would be. Could you imagine? That's one of the things that's so brutal about the Olympics. The Olympics is a thing you work your whole life for. You try so hard to get there. And then 3 people get medals and everybody else gets disappointed. And that's the thing that sucks about it. The thing that's great about it is you get to see glory and amazing moments in sport. But she didn't win. And he's like, look at all these people who are so proud of you.
Look. Let Andrea know the whole country is proud of her. My daughter now wants to try diving because of her. She's a superhero. Look at all the texts coming in. You did your best, Andrea.
Yeah, this wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be.
It's okay.
Come here.
Oh, I thought that was sweet. That was a nice moment. There we go. Probably the only nice moment on the show today.
What? No, let's have a nice time. Come on, man. Don't ruin the weekend.
Well, I'm not going to ruin anything. Well, I might ruin something. Because people are mad. There's other mad emails.
Okay, so don't let it get to you?
I'm not letting it get to me.
Yeah. Look at all the tweets over here. Look at that. They're like, Sean's a dick. Sean doesn't know what he's talking about. Closeted Trump. Says, I love you.
This wouldn't work for me for that exact reason.
Inspired to be a radio host themselves.
Yeah. Or jump off a bridge, Sean, with cement boots. That is, they love you.
You know what makes me feel good about today? Breakdancing hits the Olympics.
Oh, I'm ready for that. I can't believe they waited till the end of the Olympics.
Because they saved the best for last. They're ready to dribble this out for us, and I'm excited to see it.
Dribble
it out. Just they were going to dribble it on out. I think.
Okay, basketball.
What? Oh no, dribbling it out of your mouth. No.
But yes, I will go with that. And
dribbling away. Hold on.
The Olympics.
Don't gaslight me here. That's a thing, right? Dribbling something out of your mouth is a thing.
Basketball.
No, out of your mouth.
Drooling.
No, you said you could say if you have a little kid like Jackson, see them and go, oh, he dribbled all over the place.
I say drooled, but yeah.
But dribbled is a thing too, right?
No.
We're going to settle this in the show today. It'll be the biggest fight we have, I think.
I mean, but we have, we tell you the same thing. And you still have to take it to everybody else because you don't believe us. Now I believe we're the one getting gaslit.
Of course, I'm not going to just believe you guys. Of course I'm not. I'm going to take it beyond that. All right, look at this. Thank you, Internet. I'm looking at
Dribble.
It says, dribble of a liquid falling or slowly dropping in a thin stream.
All right.
Okay.
Now Google dribble it out in quotes.
No, I don't need to Google that.
Yes, you
Why
do.
not?
This says saliva running from the mouth. Why? That's not dribble.
out.
Dribble.
I mean, I wasn't arguing that dribble doesn't mean the same as drool. I just don't think people say dribble it out. We're just going to dribble it out.
Let's agree to disagree.
Oh, God, it's going to be a show. All right, quick break. When we come back,
News junkie.
the Olympics wrapping up, and big YouTuber in huge trouble. What is happening in the world of YouTube drama? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Now that you can have people over again,
Why is your remote sticky?
tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for here. The on-ramp from State Road 50 westbound, exit 22 to State Road 408 westbound. That is partially blocked due to an accident, and there's an accident heading eastbound on Colonial Drive in the median around that same area. Just watch out for that one. There's an accident on Kirkman Road southbound at Windhover Drive, blocking the right turn lane there. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny Final Expense Insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. Thousands of high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, science, and more. The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in the heart of it all. Go to callohiohome.com.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZQuil.
ZQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZQuil nights. Explore our products at ZQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Navy Federal Credit Union is back with more eligibility. Now you can hear all your favorites like, my brother's a veteran, I get amazing rates. My mom served, I get 24/7 member support. Grandpa was a soldier and now I'm a member. And who could forget, thanks to my father who served in the military, I'm now eligible for incredible member benefits. Call 1-855-800-2102 or visit NavyFederal.org today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey there, folks. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes here from the Amy and TJ podcast.
That's right. We are bringing you the tea from Paris every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, tea from Paris. I don't know if we're married to that name, but the point is, we'll tell you what's going on. We'll tell you what's hot, what's not.
Bottom line, everything you need to know that's going on in Paris during the 2024 games, you're going to get it from us.
Listen to Amy and TJ on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Amy and TJ and start listening.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is the
on YouTube is taking some heat right now. Details on the way. First, tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and Carol emails the show. Carol says she's responding to something on the show, and astonishingly, it is not like a controversial thing. And I really love that, Carol. I appreciate that. Sometimes people just go, hey, something happened here, and I want to comment on it, and it's not even like one of the out there things, something meant to rile you up or whatever. Carol says, hi, I'm a podcast listener, and I just heard you say you learned that Philadelphia cream cheese is made in New York. It's true. My work is directly next door to the Philadelphia cream cheese factory.
Send cream cheese here, please.
And right next to that is the factory that makes pretty much all of the bowling pins used in U.S. bowling alleys.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. And my
Does that
friend
mean
works...
if you lick a bowling pin, it might taste like cream cheese?
It could. There could be some cross-contamination.
We'll leave
there.
it up to you to try.
And you got the cream
Nice.
cheese factory, the bowling alley place, the bowling pin place. And then she says, my friend works next door, at the factory that makes all the little tree air fresheners in the United States of America.
This is a hell of a block, man.
Pretty cool, I think, says Carol. I think it's pretty cool too, Carol. So thank you for the email. Tipsathenewsjunkie.com. Daryl emails the show. He says, regarding yesterday's discussion of Tim Walz, that's Kamala Harris's VP pick, and stolen valor, I agree with you. Maybe not stolen, but definitely exaggerated. Whatever. I want to stop here for a moment because afterwards, the response to this, it got so absolutely stupid. Some of you have an inability to like grapple with the facts. All right. So like if we talk about something, specifically, if I talk about something on the show, let's say my comments yesterday that set some of you off, where I said in the provided instance, it seems to me like Tim Walz is flirting with stolen valor by the definition of stolen valor, which would be exaggerating your military experience. And Tim Walz said on multiple times, he talked about like Iraq. He talked about using a weapon of war in war. He said these things that were meant to lend credibility to his argument that assault weapons should be either banned or regulated more heavy. Okay. That's what I say. And then people will come back and be like, yeah, but what are you saying about Trump? Trump with the felonies and Trump with the, it's like, if you listen to this show and you don't hear enough criticism of Trump, I don't know what to tell you. I think there was 2 segments yesterday making fun of the press conference that Trump did at Mar-a-Lago. If we did an entire show, like it's a purity test. It's not enough for some of you. If we did a whole show just mocking Trump the whole time and saying everything that he said was wrong, we would be the last placed radio show in the market or anywhere else where this show airs. It just wouldn't work. It's a really dumb take. It shows to me that your brain has been scrambled by all of this political stuff. So step away a little bit when that happens to you and try to just address what's happening, each story on their own. The bigger knock on Tim Walz, says Daryl, is that he let the city of Minneapolis burn for a whole day before calling in the National Guard during the BLM riots of 2020. That's another big talking point out there. The city has still not recovered from that day and may never do so. Now I'm going to take issue with that. All right. While the summer of protests was out of hand and there was looting and rioting and criminal activity, has never recovered and may never do so. I mean, New York City had 2 skyscrapers brought down by planes, and I'm pretty sure they've recovered from it.
May
you know
never
what I mean?
do so.
Like, yeah, they've never recovered from some people smashing the windows at Burdines. That's a weird statement. I'm sorry. I can't agree with that.
I mean, Burdines is a bad example. They did close down.
Here's the problem. Every time I bring up stores at the mall, Sabrina, they're always ones that have closed. I have no idea what's at the mall anymore. I said like 6 months ago.
I can't believe they burned down that Montgomery Ward.
No, I said J.C. Penney 6 months ago.
Toys R Us, Dunzo.
Somebody was like, J.C. Penney, that's not a thing. I don't know.
Is J.C. Penney gone?
I guess.
Is it? Oh.
Somebody was angry about it. Somebody's like, J.C. Penney's not a thing. Then to add insult to injury, his wife recently told reporters that she could smell the tires burning from their home. Quote, I keep the windows open as long as I could because I felt that was such a touchstone of what was happening. Yes, that's a weird, out of touch, hyper-educated political person's comment, definitely. And now he says he's tough on crime.
It's very simply resolved. Instead of taking whoever's word for it, either side, is to do the research. All that is there available for you.
Nah,
No,
nobody's
it's
going to do
not?
that.
Oh,
No,
I
nobody's
thought-
going to do that.
No, of course not. But like, then you have, I saw the same thing.
Mhm.
And then you have people who follow up with when all this was going down, Trump was, and there's audio of it, him praising Tim's response to the riots in Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Saying it's the best thing that, he responded the proper way. I cannot direct quote it, but that was what they're going to use against him, and not even his team is following up saying, hey, you did mention in the past that he did a great job.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. One thing that stands out to me right now is people always forget I say at this point, but at any point during an election, when you have people who are campaigning to be an office holder, the promises get more and more outlandish as we go. And the Sealand has compared it before to like at a school if you're running to be like the class president. Where
we're gonna get water fountains that dispense Yoo-hoo.
Like Pizza Fridays every Friday.
But if any candidate's done something, Tim Walz gave free breakfast and lunch.
He did do that, in fact, which I think people should laud him
I don't
for.
know if they had pizza, but
They also, at this point, promise everything that you could imagine, the whole kitchen sink. And I had a flashback. I was like, oh, it was hilarious. When we had the last election, Biden came out, and Biden's on the stump, and he's like, I forgot his exact quote, but he said this. He said, we're going to cure cancer, right?
Oh.
We're going to cure cancer. Okay. And then I think very close in proximity to that, Trump is out and he's doing his campaign speeches and he's like, we're going to cure cancer. And I'm like,
we're doing that again.
And I'm like, guys, the clock is ticking on this whole cancer thing. Have we made any progress? Have we done anything here?
Well, have you voted for me?
Or is it just an illumination of the fact that when running for president, people just promise everything? They go, what are the ills? What are the social ills?
But God, that's such an insane promise.
Well, that's a big one. But we're going to build the wall. We're going to get rid of taxes. We're going to, there'll be no more homelessness.
World
all of this stuff.
Peace, bro.
All the time they promise this in the run-up to an election. All of these politicians are corrupt losers who tell you what you want to hear. That's just the truth when you get down to the bottom of it. So pick your poison. Shane emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Junkie, longtime listener and supporter of the show. I've done a lot of digging into the Tim Walz controversy, and I'm sure the rest of us have. And the only thing I found that seemed somewhat interesting was this dated Facebook post. It came from a guy named Thomas Berenz, who claimed to have served with Walz in the National Guard and features some bold accusations toward his service time. In no way is a dated Facebook post concrete information, but it still creates interesting talking points. Love the show and appreciate everything you guys do. Shane.
And did you wormhole into the man who made those statements?
I didn't look at the post from this guy, but there was a moment when Tim Walz had his first election or around that, when they tried to swift boat him. And do you know what that means when somebody says that in the world of politics, like swift boating?
Oh, tell me more.
It's a little dated. But when John Kerry was running
more
for
dated
president,
than dribble it out?
No, dribble it out is just, everybody says this.
No.
Like, we'll dribble out some information, dribble out some breast milk, all of these things. Common phraseology.
Okay.
So when John Kerry was running for president, he talked about his military history. And these guys who served with John Kerry were like they were in these swift boats. That was the name of the boats that they used in, I think it was Vietnam. And some of his fellow armed servicemen came out and they were like, he was actually a coward. He didn't really get shot. He got hit by shrapnel, like all of these things. And what I learned through that process, and certainly the one that we're going through now, is grain of salt almost everything that you hear. So I look at this and I said, flat out, you heard me yesterday, I stand by it. The things that Walz was doing were hinting at the audience that he had more military experience in battle than he did. This doesn't take away from the fact that he served the country in some way for 24 years. But it's a different experience when you go at it from the ground and in a war zone, people shooting at you, okay? But that doesn't mean that people who may have served with Walz are also against him politically. So you could certainly have people who served with him that are like, I actually like Trump. And they'll be fully willing to be like, Walz was a pussy. He wasn't a brave soldier. He didn't want to go into war. That's why he retired. You can find people that will say anything. And the media loves nothing more than that person. You want to have somebody who goes against Trump, have a family member. Marry Trump. You want to have somebody who goes against Trump, or you want to have somebody who goes for Trump on Fox News, get a black person who likes Trump. Get a former Democrat who likes Trump. That they find these people that are like exemplars. And it's like, this is a former service member who served with Tim Walz. And in some cases, they're telling their experience, which is good. And in some cases, they might be being political. You just have to think about it that way.
The guy who did this open letter, and you go back into his history on his Facebook, and it's very clear that he is a massive fan of Trump.
Right. Yeah.
Like that. It's simple as that. And that all makes sense.
For the record, that doesn't mean he's lying, but it means that he may have another agenda.
Right.
It means that he could be motivated by other things. And so many people that talk about this stuff absolutely are now. So what do you think? Space Nuts says Trump had 5 bone spur deferments for Vietnam. All the rich people got the deferments for Vietnam. And yes, this is a weird thing to do.
To Canada.
It's like we can talk about these things separate from each other, but you don't have to be like, if somebody points out something from Tim Walz, like I did, I'd be like, but Trump. What aboutism is weird, man. Like address the thing in question and say, whilst I think this, I also am kind of thrown aback by the response to this, seeing as Trump didn't serve, their candidate didn't serve, that kind of thing makes more sense. It just argumentatively is a more solid ground. Let us know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. Got to get to this YouTube controversy. We'll do that next. And a movie that's coming out that people are saying is the biggest disaster in box office history, is the worst movie in a very long time. What is it? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
The U.S. men's basketball team survived a scare against Serbia, rallying from 17 down in the Olympic semifinals. Veteran Kevin Durant giving his respect to Serbia.
They 4-point plays. How many threes they made? They made about 15 threes. They were hot all night.
The U.S. meets France in a gold medal game tomorrow. The USA women's team plays in the semis today against Australia.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Well, today it's going to be another hot one. A southwest wind off the Gulf of Mexico, resulting in really high humidity. Our high temperature 95, but it'll feel like 108 to 110 degrees. As far as the forecast goes for rain, a 50% chance this afternoon, but this weekend, a higher chance each day at a 60% shot. This is the last weekend before the first day of school, and otherwise it's a pretty typical summer setup. Out in the tropics, we may have a new system to track next week, so stay with the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgagguydon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.
Frank Gay Services has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with our expert service. Experienced, professional, friendly, and speedy care that earned us thousands of 5-star reviews. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit frankgayservices.com or call for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, DQ fans, the $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal will leave you and your wallet full. Grab a bacon cheeseburger and order of regular fries, a drink, and a sundae for a whole lot of happy. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Oh, so I'm like, that's not good. I don't like that. I like this. One of the attacks I hear against him, I think, is really stupid, and I think that's worth pointing out too. One of the attacks I hear about Kamala Harris's VP pick, Tim Walz, is he doesn't have any money in stocks.
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
I'm like, how is that a criticism? Like, I kind of like that a politician wouldn't have any investments. It makes me think that they're less guided about financial things. I think if every congressperson had no investments in any of the companies they're discussing, that would be a good thing. Or had blind investments or something, that would be a good thing. I'd be down for that. That's a weird criticism that I've heard. And of all the things you might take issue with, that one doesn't seem like a smart thing.
Yeah.
This weekend at the box office, the movies have been hot. Been real hot as of late. You got Daredevil and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. Big money on that movie. Almost $100 million on its second weekend out. You got another big movie from, strangely enough, Blake Lively is dropping a movie this weekend.
Okay, so I've heard about it, but not what the movie's about, but all the controversy surrounding it.
It's about like a domestic violence relationship, and Blake Lively is the star. It's strange because she's attempting to, in a way, unseat the number one box office movie, which is her husband's movie, which could be, I mean, one, it could be awkward, but two, it's more likely that they'll probably just be counting money in their household this weekend, which seems pretty good. But the other movie coming out is from Cate Blanchett, and it's called Borderlands. And it's about, I think, the video game Borderlands. Oh. And I saw the preview for it. It's got Jack Black in it. He is in it apologizing for his friend's comments about assassinations of Trump, et cetera, et cetera.
They'll be back.
And the movie
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart's in it. It's not doing very well ratings-wise.
Oh.
The story I saw was, this is a disaster. It's the worst movie of the year. Then I see Forbes says the Borderlands movie debuts with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is never a good sign. That's 10 reviews, 0%.
Well, 10 reviews isn't that many.
That's not very many, but if they're like all around 0, that's pretty rough.
Wait, scroll up just a tad. It says a single positive review has come in, raising it to a 3%.
It says the ones that are in are not just negative, but brutal. Here's a sampling. This says, discussing film said, the fans deserve a lot better than whatever director Eli Roth is trying to do with Borderlands. This is the video game movie curse at its worst. And
No, it's not.
Well, what's worse? What's worse?
Mario Brothers.
Oh, that was the original.
But it ended up being a cult classic.
Kind of.
It wasn't good,
you got to give credit where it's due. Did very bad, but then give it 20 to 30 years and everyone loves it.
Did the Tomb Raider movies do well, or were those flops?
I thought they did fine.
Angelina Jolie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think back to video game movies and which ones were flopped to say that there's a video game movie curse. Men's Journal says, if Borderlands doesn't stop studio executives from salivating at the sight of every single IP that comes across their desks, nothing will. Next Best Picture says, it's impressive how Roth can elicit the poor quality of 2000 video game adaptation energy, yet somehow forget the discernible sense of fun or style that made even those terrible movies stand out.
So I think that this is probably mostly people saw it early because they're fans of the video game and they want to see the movie. So it's getting the bad rap from people who are fans of the video game. I don't even know what Borderlands, the video game, is about. So I would be curious as an outsider to what I would think about it.
Can you look that up? What is the video game about? Because I don't know either. IGN says Borderlands is an abysmal waste of a beloved franchise that takes a kooky band of murderous misfits and drains the life out of their first adventure together. Needless to say, the reviews are bad. It's got one of the worst out of all the video game movies. Alone in the Dark has a 1%. Street Fighter has a 3%. House of the Dead has a 3%. Borderlands has a 3%. Mortal Kombat Annihilation has a 4%.
What? The Mortal Kombat movies are great.
Are they?
Yes.
That's the thing, though. So, like, you take a list like that, and then you have someone, and C-Lane represents a demographic of people who love movies like that. And so you always, just like our politics these days, have to take it with a grain of salt. It's worth maybe just watching it and coming up with your own opinion.
Generally, when I look at this, I think that way. I go, all right, I'll watch it. I'll see if I like it myself. Sometimes I'm like, I'm so disinterested, I'm not going to even give it a chance. This one, I thought the trailer was okay. Like, I didn't think the trailer was... Have you guys seen the trailer for this?
No.
I didn't think it was that bad. It kind of looked quirky and fun and like it could be interesting. But that is not a good start for them. And I guess the ticket sales ahead of time are not looking very good. Did you find what the game is about, C-Lane?
Yeah, it is a action role-playing first-person looter shooter.
Looter shooter?
I don't know. Well,
I like that.
First, it doesn't even say what looter shooter means. I have to click to a different page.
When you loot, you shoot.
Looter shooter video game franchise in a space western science fantasy setting.
Okay. All right. Well, the movie did not come out as good as some of these early reviewers wanted it to. We'll see what you think. Hit us up with the dispatch. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Fire off your first dispatch right now. The biggest YouTuber, MrBeast, is under fire right now. There's been some controversies about his employees. One that had some inappropriate messages with a minor. Another one that he hired despite the fact that they were a convicted sex offender. And now the person who was the most squeaky clean of the celebrities out there in YouTube world is not so squeaky clean anymore. Jesus. And the Associated Press says, MrBeast has ordered a full assessment of the internal culture in his YouTube empire.
Yeah, good move, MrBeast.
As well as an investigation into, quote, allegations of inappropriate behavior by people in the company, according to a confidential memo obtained by the Associated Press. Addressed to Team Beast employees, God, he's got people leaking stuff out, even inside. The message sent Wednesday outlines infrastructure changes, including plans to hire a chief human resources officer and require company-wide sensitivity training. You know, there's something funny that happens here.
When you start a YouTube channel, do you ever in a million years think you're going to need to hire a chief human resources officer and have company-wide sensitivity training?
No. But if you start to get as big as MrBeast, why aren't you doing this before?
Well,
wait till you get caught.
I think all these people who start their own company are like human resources. Are not doing that stupid stuff. And then S gets real. And they go like, who can we blame this on? Who can we pass the buck to? We don't have a human resources officer. And then they hire one. That's what he's dealing with here. What do you think? Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and record a dispatch right now. When we return. Do we have time to play this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. C-Lane sent this over yesterday. And I'm really waffling on this. I don't usually do that. But I'm waffling over, is this cringe or do I actually kind of love it? And it's this woman right here that John Travolta once introduced.
There will always be a special place in my heart for the movie musical and for the songs that create their most memorable moments.
Wickedly talented.
Here to perform the Oscar-nominated, gorgeously empowering song, Let It Go, from the Oscar-winning animated movie Frozen, please welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem. So she did a show in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
And she was performing, and she missed a note, and then she just kept trying the note over and over and over and over again. And the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, that's so cringe. And then I was like, it's kind of based that she knew she missed the note, and she just kept making fun of it in a way. Like, to take that away from anybody else who would just mock her for it. If you missed this, here it is.
Let this go, I'm ready. I hope you all are filming that. That'll be really exciting on YouTube.
That was it, the first mistake?
No. That was the second one.
Why don't you all try to sing it?
Uh-oh, they did it.
Sit out. Let this...
She flicked them off and said F you to the crowd.
She's fun, man. Also brilliant when it comes to singing.
When you just see the quick clip that C-Lane had that was going viral, it's just her trying to hit that note over and over and over and over again and not hitting the note. But she was on stage and she missed the note. You have two choices. Let people videotape you missing the note and you go viral for, oh, she can't even sing. Or you just make fun of yourself. You mom spaghetti yourself and make it so you're kind of untouchable in this. And I feel kind of maybe like that's what she did there. I almost think she got away with it.
I'm surprised, actually, that there was enough video of this out because, and I know it's a darker concert, dark meaning like the lighting was low, meaning, but that venue is notorious for being real sticklers about taking pictures.
Oh, are they?
They're picture sticklers.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know. I know that some of these places do get really strict about that, but I didn't know they were.
I got like the look or the like. I got chastised for taking a picture next to the photographer who was taking pictures.
All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to your dispatches. We'll also talk about there's more drama about MrBeast that I want to get to, and something that is returning this weekend. What is it? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The NFL preseason is underway. Hear the Tampa Bay Bucks take on the Cincinnati Bengals this Saturday. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
2 left lanes are blocked on State Road 46 eastbound at Reinhardt Road. The right lane is blocked northbound and southbound due to an accident on Kirkman Road at Winhover Drive. And that accident has been pushed off into the median now on Colonial Drive eastbound at State Road 408. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm an FPL customer. I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money.
Find more ways to save energy and money at FPL.com/ways to save. FPL, working for you every single day.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny final expense insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
The door to your happy place is right around the corner at Shipley Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit us today at 2255 South Cimarron Boulevard.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1904 $20 Gold Liberty coins have been found. These gorgeous 1904p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 500 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1904 Gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1904 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 120 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-888-201-7080. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $75 value free with every order. Call 1-888-201-7080 now to secure your 1904p $20 Gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-888-201-7080.
In this edition of the Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, Chief Marketing Officer of Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us, but all of it's been extremely helpful, and we have seen a huge return on our investment. The methodology by which we're approaching audio and then seeing the real results with real numbers has helped us continue to invest moving forward. One of the things that's been really important for us is to see the extension of reach to new audiences that we could not really speak to before. We get about a 20% lift adding audio to our overall portfolio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a marketing company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air
conditioner's making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted.
What?
It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
I will not belabor this too much, but I did want to point something out. With all the talk, like the drama around this MrBeast YouTube thing, where basically it's not anything about him, Jimmy Donaldson, I think is his name, but it's about like his company and some of the people he hired, some of his employees, and somebody was like maybe a sex offender or whatever. And there's some bad things about people that he hired at his company. With all that going on, you can report on those things and get whatever point you want across. But when you do it like this, like I've seen a bunch of outlets doing something that I do not like at all. And there's a woman named Maddie Spidell, and she like vague posted about this whole situation. And she said, this is so vague. I do not aim to take anyone down, just simply and explicitly tell you that there are scary people out there, people who will hurt you, use you, spit you out, and then tell you it's your fault. It's all of our jobs to protect our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. YouTube should look out for who they're associating with, yada, 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 right? This person that is being echoed all over the place in these media outlets, it's MrBeast's ex-girlfriend. And I was like, going to a person's ex-girlfriend, or ex, for that matter, as a source on news stories is literally the worst thing I could think of. Like, if you went to my ex-girlfriend's To write it like, can you imagine that? Like somebody's writing a story about you and they're like, let's check in with their ex and see how they were and see how they were doing. That's
sends a shiver down my spine.
Yes, it's not a fair way to look at somebody. Like,
try me, bitch.
When I read this, I'm like, going to the ex for a quote and be like, he is a bad person. Well, I mean, they kind of have a bit of a motivational problem, in my estimation. They kind of have a vested status that makes them a little bit tainted in a story. And people are like, look what his ex-girlfriend said. Well, of course, because it's an ex, and they're probably angry about things. They didn't want the relationship to go that way. I don't know that that's a fair way to look at somebody. What do you think? Let us know. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. It is back, friends.
What's back, buddy?
It's back this weekend. You should know.
My kid.
Hey, buddy, what's happening?
You don't know? You should know what's back this weekend.
What?
Sabrina, what's back this weekend?
McRib?
Oh, come on.
Okay, just wait a second here.
All right.
No, school's Monday. What's back this weekend? The craziest TV show.
Oh, it's on TV. It's on TV.
And it's going to be...
Where were you born?
I was born in Miami.
Okay, let's start there.
What?
Miami.
Vice.
Miami this weekend. It's back, baby.
I don't know. I am blanking.
Maybe it's in a stadium.
Completely. Oh, football.
Football is back, baby.
Okay, but it's not, though. It's first week
Yeah.
of September. It's preseason.
Preseason football is already back, which everything is happening so early. You got football returning this weekend. They're already celebrating Halloween everywhere. Like, Halloween has arrived.
You better move fast or you can get this giant skeleton rooster.
Yeah, who would buy that giant skeleton, right?
Honestly, I would. I think giant birds are so great.
Don't you kind of judge somebody who buys that giant skeleton a little bit? Like, move. All right, just checking.
Why did you?
C-Lane, how's your giant skeleton coming along?
What'd you get? You got the actual skeleton or the rooster?
He did.
No, the skeleton.
Nice.
You got the giant skeleton.
Where are you going to put it?
Right now, it's just in the middle of my kitchen, and it's gigantic.
It's enormous.
Really is huge. I pass by a house every day that said, F it. We're just going to decorate the skeleton based on what's happening during the year. All year long.
So they keep the skeleton up and they'll do it for the different holidays?
Oh, yeah. 4th of July, it was head to toe and, head to bone toe in all the Independence gear.
Nice.
I'm not sure what the next one would be.
I'm going to send you guys a picture that's not for the stream.
Okay.
Oh,
but just take a
another
look at it.
penis pic from C-Lane.
It is Friday. The weekend's upon us
Sunday.
here. It is the weekend. It is the weekend, I should say. All right, let's see. A picture from C-Lane for the stream.
Not for the stream.
Bringing this up. Not for the stream.
Is that an attempt to carry, or is that a happy hump?
That's just like it's a nice hug.
Whoa. A question. Geez, I wish this was just the box of the skeleton. How did that get delivered? Is that Amazon?
I don't know where she ordered it from. It was like a late night, and she was like, babe, I got to get this. I'm like, we're moving soon. We have to, we got to stop buying stuff. Like the ugliest couch I've ever seen.
He's mad about this couch. The skeleton box is about 4 feet tall. At least 3 something.
It's kind of heavy. It's more cumbersome. Like if it were a smaller package that weighed the same amount, I would be fine with it. But when it got delivered in the morning, and I saw it as I was leaving to go to work. And I have the baby with me in the stroller, and I'm like, oh gosh.
Hey, buddy.
And I saw it, and I was like, you could tell by what's on it, like the packaging, exactly what it is. And while I think it would be kind of difficult to steal, it's possible. So I was like, I need to put this inside. And so
they're not cheap.
I pushed it into my front door, and I just left it in the hallway blocking everything, saying, I'll get to this later. And then I hopped in the car and realized I forgot my phone. So I was like, never mind, I'll get to it right now.
There are so many of these now. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. Sam B on YouTube says, Our Lowe's has a full-scale ghost ship captain with a steering wheel and a diver in an old-school diving suit. And there's a hologram skull in the diving helmet he's wearing. Like, they really upped their game at Lowe's and Home Depot all of a sudden for the Halloween decor. It's pretty impressive.
And I find it to be impressive as well, because it seems like Halloween has gotten this wonderful, I mean, it's been around, but everyone is very passionate about the decorations, and it's now becoming the Christmas of October, in which you start decorating at the end of September, maybe even earlier. But it's the size of things where I consider, what are you going to do with it the rest of the year? I mean, it's not an easy breakdown.
No,
I saw they have a giant pumpkin, Mickey Mouse pumpkin head. That's the size of that beach ball we had at the hurricane broadcast.
Right. Yeah,
and
it
I'm
should
like,
be
it's
the store.
Cool, but what are you going to do with it afterwards?
You got to do what your neighbor did. Just dress it up. Just keep that thing outside all the time. And keep, like, it's a Christmas skull now. Or skeleton, I guess.
I could put it in the backyard, just have it be a backyard skeleton.
Oh, that'd be
there
fun.
you go.
And have it just sitting down, taking a rest.
Have it do different poses.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like it. But the Dolphins are back with a preseason game against the Atlanta Falcons today. The weekend is bringing us some preseason NFL action. That is going to be interesting to watch. Let's hear from you. Here is Trucker Stone with a dispatch for us.
Hey, Sean. Hey, C-Lane.
Hey.
Hey, Sabrina.
Hey.
Happy Friday.
Hey.
Hey, a little earlier you were talking about MrBeast having to hire a sensitivity officer due to the fact that apparently everybody is still getting offended over every little thing and can't just pull up their big boy or big girl pants and go about their day and not let
we're losing them.
That they hear or see offend them. Y'all keep up the great work. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
All right.
Kind of a blanket statement, man.
Quick clarification. We did not say, and this happens a lot lately, we did not say that they hired a sensitivity trainer for the MrBeast crew. We said that MrBeast was hiring somebody for HR, human relations, and that's different from a sensitivity trainer. This is like the person who emailed me about the Tim Wall stuff, and they said, you said, I wish I had the email. I think I have it somewhere. They were so upset, and they said,
I give what I want to.
They said, you said on the show that somebody who doesn't serve in active fire combat is not a veteran. Like, somebody who's just support staff in the military is not a veteran. Like, you can get mad at the things I say, but I didn't say that. You're getting mad at things I did not say, okay? Like, if you want to get mad, take apart the actual argument that I made instead of just creating one, inventing one in your head. That's not a good way to, converse, even though it's sort of a one-way conversation sometimes. Here's OMG, it's Price talking about Borderlands.
Hey, junkies.
Hey.
Price here. First dispatch. So, yeah, Borderlands is a beloved franchise. I mean, up until the most recent game, like, all of the games had great reviews, like very favorable reviews. Even the most recent game had decent reviews. So, very, very beloved video game franchise. I played the first two, Borderlands 1 and 2, and I enjoyed the hell out of both of them. That said, it's a pretty wild game. The story isn't much, but the dialogue was very well written. Unfortunately, these games came out a decade and a half ago, in some cases probably over, more than that, almost 20 years ago.
Damn.
So a lot of the dialogue and the story is kind of encapsulated in that era of humor. Like, it's very much like LOL, the random kind of like Adult Swim type humor. And that was kind of fresh and new in video games at the time. Not so much now. And to make a movie out of it, I feel like it could have been a decent movie had they maybe stuck with the same feel as the video games, or at least the first two. But as soon as I saw they cast Kevin Hart in it, I knew this was not the movie that they should have been making with this franchise. Just, I think from that point, I was kind of already checked out.
I guess he's saying it's kind of like making a modern day Duke Nukem. It just wouldn't work at this moment. But
I don't know. I'd be kind of interested to see how Duke Nukem would play out. Shake it, baby.
Yeah, Duke Nukem, like, if you don't know, one of the most sexist games of its time, where this Duke Nukem character went around.
How is it sexist?
Didn't he like have when there were prostitutes in it and stuff?
There were strippers.
The strippers, and he's saying "Shake it, baby."
Yeah,
and,
he gave him money.
So it's not sexist anymore. Next question.
If you pay him, you're good to go. Okay, all right, understood. Here is Barry with the dispatch. Let's see what Barry says.
Hola, Tres Amigos. Happy day. Hope everyone's doing well. I just want to say, Sean, I think it's your fault. You do it to yourself. You also have drinks on the secret show and talk about how you like being controversial. Or you saying hot things?
Not what I said.
Interested or engaged. And so if you're receiving reactions that are confusing or getting you upset or making you frustrated or just annoying you, it's your own fault, man. You like it, and you admit it that you like it on secret shows. So deal with it, man. Suck it up. Whatever the end.
Thank you, Barry. Appreciate the dispatch. No, what I was saying is, I think if you're doing a show like this and you don't ever get any pushback, you don't ever make anybody mad, I don't think you're doing your job. And I've always been the person where my default is to just say things where other people might just not say it. Like, I'll just tell you how I'm feeling about something, even if it doesn't mesh up with what you're feeling. And it's just always the way that I've been. I'm absolutely used to being the person who gets heat for saying something. What I don't like is if I say, like, if I couch something, if I put out an argument, like if I say, you know, here's what I believe about this, and then someone takes this weird fringe stance of like, well, what about this? And it's like, that has nothing, it's a red herring, has nothing to do with anything I just said. Or if somebody argues against a point that I didn't make, that's the problem, I think. That's
Listen,
where
Sean, you said on the show that all veterans are homos, and I really take offense to
It
that.
doesn't matter if they're homos. They can still fight in a war. How many gay people fight for the military? Come on.
Sean.
You get bored.
Come on.
I didn't say anything about gay people in the military. I did not mention that. Okay, quick break. When we come back, you go over to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. Actually, we have time. We can work on a couple more here.
Let's stir the pot.
Here's Funny Book Boy talking about Halloween.
You know, it's this whole thing with Halloween and the internet and Christmas and how everyone all of a sudden in the past like 5 to 6 years wants to love Halloween and go to horror nights and just act like this is the best thing ever when, like, where were you before? Like, it's really annoying how growing up, Halloween was my Christmas and no one really cared. You know, people decorated kind of, sure, but now it's just a bunch of inflatables, a bunch of minions and skeletons, giant skeletons. It's honestly, it's really sad, like, just how commercialized Halloween has become.
Is he upset about bandwagoning on Halloween?
I don't see that. I've been going to Halloween Horror Nights since I was a kid. I mean, that was always, Halloween was always never something I overlooked.
Actually, I think the truth is that, like Sealand's saying, people always had an affection for Halloween, and they were underserved in as much as, other than like some local haunted houses, there wasn't a lot for people who loved Halloween. And then Universal brilliantly saw what some others were doing and decided to do Halloween Horror Nights and has made a mint off of it. And now everybody else has said, you know what? We can do more. At Disney, they're already doing the Halloween show. It's September, or not even, it's August, for God's sake. And they're already doing these Halloween shows. I don't have a problem with more people enjoying that. People like all sorts of stuff. I want people to have fun. Bandwagoners or not. Let's see here. Who else do we have? We can work in one more. Here's I'm a PC with a dispatch.
I'm just saying, I can have bills for a hospital. I can have all of that stuff. But until you send us the toxicology and all that other stuff, it's a little weird.
I have not heard back from the mom just yet. I do expect that she'll reply at some point and maybe even join us on the show. But for right now, we're in a waiting mode. Here's Shark Bite. Last word for now.
Hey there, News Junkies. So, Sabrina, I will be at the concert tonight as well. And I would love to maybe spot you in the crowd and take a selfie. But, man, my little emo heart is going to be so happy tonight.
Same.
And it's going to be great. So I'll catch you later.
Isn't it fun to see this thing pop back up? It's like there's a huge resurrection and excitement for that kind of music right now.
And I'm totally up for it. What made me like just kind of sit back for a second was the title of the tour, which is 20 Years of Tears. I'm like, it's been 20 years?
Yeah,
Damn.
it's insane to consider. Oh, I can't let that be the last one because this has to eke through. Here's Erica with the dispatch.
Happy Friday, MFers. I just wanted to shout out Fritz's new album, The Real Fritz. Y'all were talking about it yesterday, so I downloaded it and I listened to it 2.5 times through on my morning walk.
Nice.
And it was just excellent from start to finish. It just put an extra pep in my step, started my morning off with good vibes, just really excellent work. If anyone hasn't checked it out yet, do yourself a favor and, make it a priority to do so this weekend. Really, really good stuff. Great job, Fritz.
Nice. Yeah, agreed. Very, very much agreed. Erica, everybody should check it out.
As he was putting it all together, obviously, like he shared it, and all the people that collaborated with him, he had them along the journey. And the one song, I think it's Blue Moon is the title, but it's definitely in the chorus. I've listened to that song 10 times, and every single time I cry.
Oh,
it is. I'm like, damn, Fritzy, how do you do it? I didn't think I had more strings for you to tug at, and yet you did it again.
It's good. It's
so
very,
good.
very good. Yeah, check it out. The Real Fritz. The Real Fritz is what you can search for wherever you get your music, and you'll see Fritz's new album out there. When we return, we'll hear from more of you. We'll talk about breakdancing in the Olympics. We'll talk about what's going to happen for the closing ceremony, who's going to be the surprise guest there, all that and a whole lot more coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Ice cream for your ears without the brain freeze. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
All lanes are blocked due to an accident on Colonial Drive eastbound between Bumby Avenue and Primrose Drive on State Road 46 eastbound beyond Reinhardt Road. 2 left lanes are blocked there. Northbound and southbound on Kirkman Road, the right lane is blocked at Windover Drive. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World. Jobs.
Ready to be a part of the magic as a cast member at Walt Disney World Resort? We are hiring a variety of full-time and part-time roles with great benefits like theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
One of my favorite things about That Mortgage Guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com is the fact that he's part of the Real Radio family. You can listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning, get your questions answered live on the air, because Don's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. So get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, T, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PREP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text PREP to 42424. That's PREP to 42424.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. Thousands of high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, science, and more. The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in the heart of it all. Go to callohiohome.com.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1904 $20 gold Liberty coins have been found. These gorgeous 1904p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 500 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1904 gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1904 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 120 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-888-201-7080. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $75 value free with every order. Call 1-888-201-7080 now to secure your 1904p $20 gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-888-201-7080.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South Window lives Florida weather, and that's why our windows and doors are designed to take on severe hurricanes and the most intense heat. They're built and installed by us, meaning better value and a lifetime guarantee for you. Give your family security that lasts a lifetime. Get New South proud.
When you buy more, you can save more. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The moments have been magical.
The USA are climbing back up the mountain.
The 2024 Paris Olympics are in the final days, and you can listen to all of NBC's live play-by-play coverage on the free iHeart app, including the closing ceremonies. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Legends made.
Simone Biles, all-around champ.
Soon, the flame will be passed to us for the summer of 2028 in Los Angeles. Open the free iHeart app now and search Olympics.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the
At this point, we're actually looking at the closing Olympic ceremony very, very soon. And we're learning, and I'll tell you in a bit, like some of the surprises, some of the guests that are going to be popping up at that and performing. Who knows? Maybe there'll be another controversial thing and people can get angry. I don't know. It's 2024. Anything can happen. But at this point, I want to ask everybody, we'll start with Sabrina and C-Lane, of course, but I want everybody on chat and dispatches, email, all of that to answer this as well. At this point, have you watched any of the Olympic action in Paris, Sabrina?
Yes. Yes, I have.
You have seen, what have you watched in particular? Gymnastics?
Gymnastics. I watched it was a race, but
Track and field?
Yeah, I just don't remember which one it was exactly. Then I saw...
The track and field has been insane.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just crazy to see these people do their thing.
And then the guy who, for U.S., just became the world's fastest guy ever, he was in that Sprints documentary I saw. And his mom lives here in Central Florida, which I thought was
really?
cool.
Oh, that's
from
cool.
Clearwater.
And what was the other one? God, I saw this weird... Oh, I saw the synchronized swimming, which I thought was badass, man. Did you see the moonwalk?
Let me see if I saved this.
So
I
cool.
did see that, indeed. And what they did this year, I guess, was they've decided to up the production, and they have cameras underwater for the synchronized swimmers. Synchronized swimmers. And it was stunning. Okay, here, I have this. Give me 1 second to pull this up.
The body strength.
I can't even imagine being able to do these things.
Concentration.
All right. This is stunning, man. They're underwater.
Upside down. Upside
down. And it looks like they're walking on the surface of the water. The body control, et cetera, that happens with this is just phenomenal. I'll put that on See It Now since it's a visual. You guys can check that out. That one is cool.
I think it was yesterday I turned on, and I thought I was about to watch the USA take another gold, but it was a track and field thing that I've never heard of, because when I think track and field, I think of just obviously like foot races. Mm-hmm. And then I think of the is that what we shove the stone?
Yeah,
the hurling,
shot put, and then the steeplechase is very odd to me.
What's that?
And like, how do you figure out that you're good at the steeplechase? It's a track race that involves jumping over 28 barriers and 7 water jumps. So you jump over a hurdle.
I would land on my face
into a tiny puddle of water.
Really?
And you have to keep running and not slip and fall on your ass.
I cannot do any of this stuff. The athletes have been just amazing at this. A lot of people in chat have said they've watched at least at some point in time. And there's been some fun stuff. Don't call it breakdancing, but breaking is one of the big things that they're going to launch at the Paris Olympics here. People are going to be tuning in for that one.
If you don't medal in that sport, are you Breaking Bad?
You are, indeed. Okay. Yeah. 2024.
Crossing that one off your list?
Mm-hmm. Summer Games in Paris. This is going to be the debut of this, I think. The B-boys and the B-girls out there dancing to their routines. And overall, I think, minus the controversies, because there have been some controversies, it's been pretty fun. It's been fun to see these athletes do things that I absolutely positively can't do. I remain astonished, not just at the runners in track and field, but every single time I watch a race with hurdles, I'm like, I can't believe people can do this. I can't believe it actually takes balls just to attempt it. To run, you just run, right? You just like run as fast as you can, try to get across the finish line first. To do hurdles, you got to throw your body at that thing. And there's a risk that you're going to hurt yourself every single time. I don't know. I've been entertained. I hope you have as well. It's a cool thing. Let me know what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Fire off a dispatch right now. The opening ceremonies, Lady Gaga, Celine Dion with an amazing performance. And then that metal band, Gojira, the metal band that played at the Olympics opening ceremony.
Gojira!
For the closing ceremonies, who will be performing? They are suggesting that Billie Eilish may be performing at the closing ceremonies in Paris. Snoop Dogg, who's been a big part of the Olympic Games in general, will be possibly performing. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers may be there for the 2024 Olympics close. They said this is kind of weird to me. Is this what they always do? They said the performances will reportedly take place in Los Angeles, the host of the 2028 Olympics. And it'll be a combination of live and pre-taped performances. I don't like that.
I don't remember what they did last time.
The band Her will be participating by singing the national anthem.
Oh, I bet with a guitar. Didn't they do that already?
They'll be performing in Paris. I don't know. I haven't seen it if they have. But is that normal that you have performances during the closing ceremonies where the next summer games are going to be held?
This is new to me.
I don't remember that happening. I thought it all happened in the same place. Let us know what you know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. We'd love to hear your voice.
Does that mean people are just going to show up to the place where the next games are to only see the closing ceremony performance?
Yeah.
That's
I think
super odd.
Yeah, I believe so. Erica said, did that kid from the U.S. get silver or bronze in steeplechase? I thought he ended up getting third. I don't know. I didn't see the steeplechase. I think Sealand was the one who would watch that. I did see.
Never heard of steeplechase.
Was it? I think it was Pakistan.
U.S. got second in that. Rooks.
Can you look up Pakistan medal, Sealand, while you're there?
Javelin?
I think they said Pakistan, won a medal in javelin,
That guy
and the country was
stacked.
The country was celebrating, though, and I'm like, oh, they were like really excited about the medal. It was the first medal that Pakistan had gotten in like 30-something years.
Damn.
I was like, damn, imagine being that guy, bringing home a medal for your country, and you haven't won in like a long-ass time. Let me know if you could find something on that, Sealand, or if I'm just crazy and remembering this wrong. Here's Big T in the meantime.
Good after morning news junkies. So, Sean, I have to say I am with you on the Olympics. It has been a ton of fun. I haven't been able to catch it all, but I've been catching a lot of it. It's been cool seeing some games that I didn't even know were Olympic sports.
Yeah.
And it's just been a ton of fun. I mean, the camaraderie, even just down at the bar with just a bunch of random people. Everyone's just paying attention, cheering. It didn't even have to be U.S. on there. It was just fun to see the world coming together around sports, and it's been a great time.
Agreed.
So, get out there, enjoy your Olympics. Big T out. We'll go get pop.
Thank you. Appreciate the dispatch. The story I found, I don't know if you landed on this, Sealand, was Pakistan celebrates its first Olympic medal in decades as javelin hero breaks Olympic Games record.
First medal since the men's field hockey team won bronze in Barcelona 32 years ago.
Woo, man. The first medal. Not even just like gold medal, the first medal in
That must
32
be in one
years.
case, yeah.
That's unbelievable. God. All right. When we return, we'll hear from you. We got emails flowing in, dispatches, and a whole lot more on the way. And we want to hear from you as well. So go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Coming up next, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Another day, another rapper beating up his bodyguard. Am I right? And for this next trick, David Copperfield pulls a worst neighbor card out of a hat. Plus, scientists have cured another deadly disease. Psych! They've created the formula for the perfect children's song. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell is Angel listening to. Tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
Team USA men's basketball is headed to the gold medal game after surviving a scare against Serbia. The U.S. rallied from 17 down to win. Veteran Kevin Durant on the dramatic comeback.
We was able to keep fighting that fourth quarter. We showed we are who we are. Defensively is when we turned it up.
The U.S. plays France for gold tomorrow. The women's team hoping to get to the final. They face Australia in the semis today.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast. And for today, we're going to be expecting a hot one. Afternoon high temperatures will be climbing well into the mid-90s with feels like temperatures right around 108 to 109. So keep that in mind if you have any sort of outdoor plans. You want to be sure to stay hydrated. That will be true all the way throughout the weekend, and we'll also be dodging a couple of scattered showers and storms both today and into our Saturday and Sunday, with highs remaining in the mid-90s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A., copyright 2024.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana. And that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Navy Federal Credit Union is back with more eligibility. Now you can hear all your favorites like, my brother's a veteran, I get amazing rates. My mom served, I get 24/7 member support. Grandpa was a soldier and now I'm a member. And who could forget, thanks to my father who served in the military, I'm now eligible for incredible member benefits. Call 1-855-800-2102 or visit NavyFederal.org today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
At Lowe's, they know how to save pros time and money. Save 20% on 1-gallon cans and 5-gallon pails of Valspar Defense or Cabot Stain because Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 8/21. Selection varies by location while supplies last. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You need a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
And if you missed any of the show, reminder for you, you can get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com right on the website. You'll see the links to the iHeart podcast or anywhere else you want to listen to the show. And then this weekend, you can catch up on things. If you missed anything, couple hours, couple days, whatever, binge the show and get back on track at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Okay.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. We have the Hometown Heroes program kicked off July 1st. That is $100 million in a big old pot. So if you're trying to buy your first home, maybe you haven't owned a home in 3 years, you're active duty, military, or a veteran, you could be getting some assistance with your down payment up to $35,000. So see if you qualify by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 20 years ago, 2004. This guy with quotes right here. Wait for it. Donald Duck is right, and he received the 2,257th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And he walked all up on that star with no pants on still. So congratulations,
he always does, yeah.
Donald Duck.
Remember that MP3 we used to pass around of Donald Duck receiving something else?
I've only seen it once, and you guys showed it to me, and I am forever scarred.
You couldn't see it. It was just like a.
I could see it in my. If you close my, close my eyes.
It was nice of him to offer to get a towel after.
What was it called? Duck job? Something.
Jesus Christ. Also, speaking of jobs 14 years ago, which makes me feel old, 2010, it was on this day that the JetBlue flight attendant quit his job, Steven Slater, by dramatically sliding down the plane's emergency chute at JFK International Airport.
Didn't he bust open a beer as he was doing it, too?
He said, F it, I quit. And they slid on down that slide. It is someone who is sliding into jail zone overseas, and that's this guy.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott is right, and jail zone is right. That's where he's at.
To the jail zone.
Travis Scott has found himself in legal trouble once again. He was arrested in Paris after fighting his bodyguard in a hotel. So that's not what you're supposed to do.
His own bodyguard. That's weird.
Who's going to protect his body now, huh?
Yeah.
According to CNN, police were called to Yacht V Luxury Hotel to break up a fight. The Paris prosecutors, what they call in the U.S., they said Scott was arrested for violence against a security guard. The prosecutor's office also says the security guard tried to break up the fight between Scott and his own bodyguard, and an investigation is now open.
So he was fighting with his bodyguard, and then a security guard got involved.
Yeah.
And then, okay, all right.
So the timing is shocking, considering the arrest came just hours after prosecutors dropped a criminal charge against Travis in Miami for allegedly getting into a heated argument with a yacht worker back in June.
Jeez.
So let's just take a breath, a vacation, a resort, that you're not around anybody at all. You have to pull up. I'm sorry that I didn't send it ahead of time.
All right.
But please look up NCIS Los Angeles actor arrested, because his mugshot is chef's kiss.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Gabriel Olds is his name. He's known for his role in NCIS Los Angeles and The Eyes of Tammy Faye, and he's now behind bars facing multiple sexual assault charges. But according to his mugshot, he's like, why am I here? What?
It's like,
They said, excuse me?
You can picture the question they asked him right before this. Like,
in January, a woman came forward claiming the actor sexually assaulted her at her LA home. Then two more adult victims came forward with similar stories dating back to 2013. Olds allegedly used his Yale alum status and his film industry success to meet women on dating apps and then set up face-to-face meetings with them. The alleged victims claim the 52-year-old actor lured them in with a false sense of security during their first dates, then suddenly turned violent. He is currently in custody, and his bet is set.
His bet.
Yeah, I think my dyslexia is really kicking in right now. His bail is set at $3.5 million, which is very high, which leads me to believe that the charges feel solid.
Yeah.
Not so solid. The rumor of this guy's biopic.
Hulk Hogan.
Not biopic. It was more the story behind Gawker.
Ben Affleck or somebody they said was involved.
And they got pictures of him with this new haircut, thinking that he was going to play Hulk Hogan. And then Matt Damon was also in the works of developing this film titled Killing Gawker, which would detail Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against the now so far gone website Gawker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out Hulk Hogan was not with it, brother. And now he is threatening to sue their asses, considering a lawsuit against the Ben Affleck Gawker film, which is a shame.
Can he do that? Because
I don't know. I mean, he sued Gawker, so...
They do what they do in many cases like this. They optioned somebody's news article about the downfall of
Was it Gawker's news article by any chance?
I don't think so, but I don't remember which one it was. It was somebody's article that was the deep expose about Gawker and the downfall. So they optioned that to turn it into a movie. I don't know if he can maybe, I don't know. I don't know how he would sue them.
This might be up for Moses. They say sources connected to Hulk says that he has no involvement whatsoever in the film, currently, quote, indifferent about it. However, if the movie treads into territory that a jury already found was protected by his right to privacy, Hulk will not hesitate to pursue legal options.
I know what he's talking about there.
Yeah. With the penis?
No, more talking about what happened after that.
Oh, well, tell me more. Or are we going to infringe on his right to privacy?
I mean, he does have a right to privacy, and he was wronged by that. But it was more so that there may have been an N-bomb dropped at some point. Yeah, at some point in time.
For his next trick, David Copperfield, did we not just talk about him a few weeks back about something? Was it sexual assault allegations as well?
I don't remember.
I think so.
He is now facing a new lawsuit himself, alleges that the illusionist abandoned his multi-million-dollar Manhattan penthouse and allowed it to devolve into a state of complete dilapidation, putting the building's structural integrity at risk.
Whoa.
Wowza. They say he purchased the largest apartment in the Galleria condominium, ritzy 55-story complex in the east side of Who Cares, in 1997 for about $7.4 million. Transferred ownership to a shell company shortly after the purchase, according to this lawsuit. He proceeded to fill the 15,000 square foot quadruplex with novelties such as, you ready?
I'm ready.
My magic music. Fortune-telling machines, classic arcade games. Sounds like someone we know. Sean. And other more bizarre items like hazing devices.
Oh, I bet that fortune-telling machine is the one from Big. What's it called?
Mr.
Zanzar?
Zatar?
Zatar, yeah, whatever that was. Those are really cool.
He also had a rooftop pool burst, allegedly due to his... Zoltar, there it was. The use of illegal and ineffective plastic plumbing fixtures that had, once the pool had exploded, caused flooding as far as 30 floors below his unit.
Man.
And then he just abandoned it.
Real quick,
what's
on YouTube, Cheryl says, this is exactly what I've been talking about lately. Cheryl says, I can't believe that Sean is dumb enough to believe that a steeplechase is a human race. It is very much a horse race. Please stop imitating Trump with all due respect. Love you guys.
What does Trump have to do with that?
People are.
Okay, we don't have time for this.
Trump makes people very, very dumb, number one. And steeplechase is very much a human race in the Olympics. Okay.
I remember, here's the church, here's the steeple. Open your hands and here are the people.
You do this, right? Like you
see?
do the thing where you go like this.
That's offensive, Sean. Okay.
Am I doing it wrong? You know what I'm talking
Why
about.
Are you
like, here's the church, here's the steeple.
The people stay straight.
Open it up and
that
the
is
people.
not it. At all.
I was close. I think I was close.
You're supposed to start with your fingers inside like this.
Inside?
But
right.
why is he wiggling them like that? Like he's going to
that's the people. That's the people that are inside. Come on. Sorry.
Come off. Scientists have really done the work, and that is to help the people of the world get water, clean water, and cure cancer, and make sure that the sun doesn't burn the earth into shreds. All that was a lie. They have determined the perfect kid song and have done the formula, and it's actually not Baby Shark. As a matter of fact, according to science and music psychology, over across the pond in the UK, Radio Gaga by Queen.
Great song.
Is supposed to be the best children's song, alongside We Will Rock You, and this song right here, I'm only playing for 2 seconds. Single Ladies is right. They say because of this, it's the perfect formula. It should be between 60 to 120 beats per minute, marching or swaying rhythm, repetitive rhyming lyrics, and should also be in a major key. I have created now the perfect song. Kids, listen up.
I'm ready.
3 and a 2 and a 1. Hey, kids! It's me, Sabby Cat.
Hi, Sabby.
Oh, I can't do my song?
No, you can.
Follow your dreams. I'm on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. Say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Can I do my song now?
Yeah, you could have done it there.
Oh, he was saying bye, Sabrina.
I said hi, Sabrina, like I was the kid.
I thought my time had run out. All right, kiddos, sing along with me.
All right, time's up, guys. Gotta go.
Birds are not real, can you believe?
Ooh.
They're little machines here to deceive. Flapping their wings up in the sky. They're not real, oh me, oh my. Birds are not real, tweet, tweet, tweet. Marching around on their tiny robot feet. Birds are not real, flap, 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 flap. Flying so high, and that's a fact. Birds aren't real.
That's a what?
Birds aren't real.
Oh.
What do you think I say? What do you think I say, bro?
The birds are gay, too, apparently.
Oh, he thought
I was like, damn, she doesn't throw out that card much.
But I will and I can. I'm going to release the full version next week.
Yeah, watch out, Miss Rachel.
Yeah,
you know?
Get out of here. Birds aren't real, and don't do drugs or something like that.
That was a beautiful tune. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right,
hit it.
When we come back, we will do This Week in Florida with Christopher Dolores Lane. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
A limited number of poker seats for the Real Radio Poker Tournament are now up for auction. Get the details at realradio.fm/poker.
There's a couple earlier accidents to keep an eye out for here on State Road 50 Colonial Drive eastbound between Bumpy Avenue and Primrose Drive. The off-ramp from Florida's Turnpike southbound to Oka-Humpka Service Plaza, that is partially blocked on State Road 46 eastbound beyond Reinhardt Road. There's an accident there as well. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp.
Me and the kids were always messaging. They LOL'd, I ROFL'd, but then I changed phone and the bubbles went green. But where there's a fill, there's a way. And I found a way to share what's in here. I'm tapping my heart.
WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between different devices. Message privately with everyone.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Hey, if you want a nicer, newer car you can afford, go for the gold during my old ride relay. RC Hill here. If your old ride's a loser, too many miles, too many problems, or just doesn't look good, hand it off to me. I'll give you over Kelly Blue Book value. Here at RC Hill, we're focused on affordability. My dream team of finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a car you'll love at a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my perfect payment program is all about. Get a great deal on a new 2024 Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty. Or check out our certified used trucks, SUVs, and sports cars. So if you hate your old ride, get in the game and get way over trade value. But hurry, this race ends this weekend. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. RC Hill Mitsubishi and used car superstores in DeLand and Ocala. See all the gold medal rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. And if you need to sell your car today, visit rchillbuyscars.com. We pay you on the spot.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm the only guy ever gone from Nutrisystem commercials to heartburn medication.
Saturday, March 8th, 8 p.m., Hard Rock Live Orlando. On sale now at Hard Rock Live Box Office and Ticketmaster.
With over 100 million albums sold, 20 #1 hits, and 10 #1 albums, an evening of icons, an unforgettable night of classic hits. With the Commodores and Pointer Sisters. With special guests, the Spinners. November 14th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. Get tickets now at casino.hardrock.com/Tampa or Ticketmaster.com. Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny final expense insurance.
Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for final expense insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
I'm Geraldine Thompson. As state senator, I do not back down. I stand up to protect our voting rights and abortion rights from extremists. As mother and grandmother, I stand up to those who want to take away funds from public schools and put more guns in our streets and classrooms. I'll never stop standing up for you. By August 20th, vote Geraldine Thompson for Florida Senate District 15, political advertisement paid for and approved by Geraldine Thompson, Democrat for State Senate.
From the team behind Atlanta Monster and Up and Vanished comes a brand new investigative true crime podcast, Flashpoint. Listen as they explore the homegrown terrorism threat through the lens of the Atlanta Olympic bombing and its aftermath.
There is a bomb in Centennial Park. You have 30 minutes.
Listen to Flashpoint on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Flashpoint to start listening.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
School shopping is on us. Get a $500 Visa gift card today. Click OrlandoNissan.com for details.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. The exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture.
A moment. C-Late is all ready to go. He's got his papers.
Nice.
He's been focused in on Florida, and he's ready to perform here, I believe.
Okay.
I'm looking at the camera, and I can see that he's got a stack of stuff.
Yeah,
so it looks like he's ready. Just to check, are you ready for This Week in Florida?
I'm ready, Sean.
All right, let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right. The weekend is here. That means it's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State, see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And, of course, This Week in Florida, this edition of it is different than other editions because we had another factor contributing to the insanity in the state this week.
What's that?
Oh, what was that?
You guys don't remember?
Hurricane. Yeah.
That's right. That means it's time for This Week in Stories about Hurricane Debbie in Florida. Here goes.
Buckle up and get ready. It's This Week in Hurricane Debbie. Spiders make things very webby. Time for This Week in Hurricane Debbie.
Not a lot of stuff rhymes with Debbie, guys. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, that was a great song, though.
So, this first one is actually kind of a funny video. There was a lot of flooding up north of us. That's where Hurricane Debbie hit the hardest. And if you look at the second link that I sent you, Sean, you'll find a video of a man getting hit hard by the hurricane. Oh, this is actually not that far north of us, but it's over in St. Petersburg where they got a bit more water. And a man found something swimming in his driveway. You have the thing?
I do have it, I believe. This thing right here?
Yep. That, my friends, is a catfish.
Wow.
Jesus. It looks so much better on the internet.
It's just like out. There's no body of water nearby.
Good one, Sabrina.
Thank you.
There was. It said that the driveway. He caught a catfish in his driveway as the streets turn into rivers. That's Dan Skierleta of St. Petersburg. People on X asked the status of the catfish, to which he responded, "I successfully herded 2 of them back into the street and presumably back into the storm drain. One he tried to get into a bucket, but he lost it. Might still be in his backyard, which he said was absolutely swamped."
Here he is. It's just
there it is.
Swimming right by his house.
That's
pretty big,
so
too.
crazy.
That's a
It's
baby,
huge.
though. Yeah, but not as big as the
They
catfish.
get big.
Massive, like 6 feet.
Yeah. And then there's one just like kind of laying on the sidewalk.
Yes, Uncle Remus, I know the catfish are huge. That's
vacation.
bizarre, man.
Yeah.
No, it was Big Daddy. Another one, the last link that I sent you, Sean. This is a good one. This means that Floridians truly hear a Category 1 hurricane is coming, and they go, "What? Don't care. Not a problem.
Been there,
but
done that.
we could have some fun with it." And this person decided to find where there would be a live news shot going on and did a belly flop into the sea.
Oh, I saw that.
Did you see? There's a video somewhere on that article, Sean.
All right.
There was a TikTok somewhere below it.
And they were like, they're not going to show it, man. No, there's no way they're going to show it.
100% showed it on TV. It was great. There you go, the TikTok.
Yeah, see, I made everything real big here. There it is. TikTok.
Nice.
All right.
All right, now hit play.
Beep, boop,
I'm
beep.
trying. I'm
This
hitting
guy.
play. I've hit
Take
it
our
multiple
word
times.
for it. It's awesome.
Go to her profile.
All right.
Hope I don't say it now.
All right, while the state was dealing with Hurricane Debbie, which made landfall on the Gulf Coast as it made its way across Florida and to the East Coast, but while Debbie, which became a tropical storm and I think now a tropical depression, was dumping massive amounts of rain over the state, one man wasn't going to let it ruin his fun.
Perfect timing.
There's the people watching at the bar.
All right.
And I think the cameraman even zooms in on it.
Because they were live.
Yes, they were doing a live report on Spectrum News 9, it looks like. Is it 9?
Yeah, just channel 9 or 10 or something. I don't know.
And
There
running. Yeah! Good for that guy. Going just a little bit viral, having some fun with Hurricane Debbie. And they got the behind the scenes, too, which looked like fun. And last but not least, in that section of stories, over to Citrus County, not as much fun, but a woman was arrested after a sheriff pulled her over with multiple open alcohol containers as Hurricane Debbie roared outside. Contrary to popular belief, you still can get a DUI during a hurricane. According to Citrus County Sheriff's Office Sheriff Mike Prendergast, he was on his way to assess the impact of the hurricane on roads, and he noticed a possibly impaired driver. She was spinning her wheels at a stoplight. She, once the light turned green, she began to drive erratically and turn her hazards on and off. The driver, Candace Wisecup, 38 years old, had 3 empty shooters of liquor, an open can of beer, and a 4th unopened mini bottle.
What's a shooter?
Like a hotel bottle, like a mini bar, airplane, whatever.
Okay, they call those shooters? All right, I see.
Fox 13 News is calling them shooters. And
Shooters like when you get a pina colada and you get that.
that's a floater.
You are right.
Or maybe it's a shit.
I apologize.
I mean, I just thought it was like a shot glass or something, but I didn't think of calling the little travel bottles shooters. I guess that kind of makes sense, though.
Wisecup performed poorly on the field sobriety test, and she blamed the storm winds for her not being able to walk in a straight line. Blame it on Hurricane Debbie, and that's it for that one time, never going to happen again segment in This Week in Florida. I don't have time to wait.
Sounds like a B-52 song.
It does. I typed in upbeat surf rock, so it kind of got
a
there.
hurricane here, and it's going nowhere. I'm working on my impression.
9 after the hour.
What?
Well, a lot of people are going to be going to the polls.
What did you even say, by the way?
Hurricane here, and it's going nowhere.
It's going nowhere.
Why, no one ever questions B-52's lyrics.
Everybody's going to be heading to the polls in November. There's a lot to vote on. A lot of people are focused on the presidential race. Obviously, that's the most pressing to the folks in America. But down here in Florida, we have another very important thing to vote on. And that is Amendment 3.
The marijuana one.
That is the legalization of the adult use of marijuana, cannabis, recreational pot, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And there's a man...
Reefer.
There's a man that's donated a large sum of money, and this doesn't seem fair. Like, I know, like, if I say, like, you shouldn't be allowed to do this, that's kind of un-American, but it just doesn't seem fair. Ken Griffin is making a major push to defeat this ballot amendment. He has pledged $12 million to defeat recreational pot legalization in Florida.
Wow.
You know what? I was just going to say, I've not actually met anybody who's against this amendment. And I like to listen to all sorts of different opinions and stuff. And I don't think I've ever heard anybody make a case for why they'd be against this. But does he say, like...
Ronnie said, because it's going to stink up everything. It smells so bad.
That's a pretty dumb criticism. And... I mean, like, are there people saying, like, I don't know, what's the argument from this guy?
Earlier this year, he condemned a proposed casino expansion in South Florida, likening it to dumping toxic waste into the Everglades.
He just doesn't like fun.
He does not. He said,
sucker, I believe.
He said, I have lived the nightmare of misguided politicians in other states whose policies are destroying jobs, fostering crime, ravaging schools, and damaging communities. He's committed to policies and principles that will further elevate Florida as the greatest place to live, work, and raise a family in America. However, Ken Griffin lives in Chicago.
Oh, great.
Wow.
So why does he have any say in this?
Probably has a few houses down south, that he winters in, something like that. He published an open opinion article Friday in the Miami Herald arguing that the proposed amendment would create a monopoly for large marijuana dispensaries and allow cannabis in public and private areas, the use of cannabis in public and private areas across Florida. Which, by the way, I think there's verbiage in there that says you can't do it in public.
Not the case whatsoever.
It would be
that's dumb.
Just like regular old smoking.
Why don't you deal with Chicago, my guy?
Yeah,
I just have that stupid hurricane song stuck in my head.
Sing it
all
then.
I can hear. I got the hurricane here and it's going nowhere.
Oh, my hurricane song.
Not even the one that
Not even the Debbie one.
Not even the one that I worked hard for 2 whole minutes on.
No, that was Eclipse. I'm sorry. It was good.
Thank you.
That's fine. We mentioned it briefly earlier, but congratulations to Clearwater native Bobby Fink, who has set the 1,005, I don't think they call it that, the 1,500 freestyle world record in swimming. Sunday, giving the United States a huge boost on the final night of swimming at the Paris Olympics. Fink was under world record pace the entire race and really turned it on coming to the finish. He touched in 14 minutes, 30.67 seconds to break the record of 14:31.02 set by China's Sun Yang at the London Games. He is a Clearwater native. He's one of us. Congratulations to
1,500 meters, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so far, too.
It does
Holy
seem
cow.
like...
How many back and forthsies?
At least
How many
2.
laps I'm going to put? It's 3 1/4 laps. So
3 1/4? Who does a quarter of a lap?
They stop right in the middle.
You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Fledgling out in the middle of the pool.
I'm done.
I did it.
That doesn't add up at all. That's what it says, though. It says 3 1/4.
You know, I read through this article just because I thought it was interesting, and I wasn't going to print it until I read something at the end, which made me think that is very odd.
All right.
But the article, it's a fun title, says, "Why is so much cocaine washing up on Florida's beaches?" Here's the reason. On Monday, about $1 million worth of cocaine, 25 packages at roughly 70 pounds each, was discovered at a beach in the Florida Keys after Hurricane Debbie swept through the region. Earlier this summer, boaters found another 65 pounds floating in the ocean near the Keys. Divers came across 25 kilograms of cocaine. We're really...
They just happened to be diving around and found the cocaine?
A lot of people like diving. Yeah. You don't like dive?
No, I love to dive.
The diving debate begins now.
That's far from the end of it. 67 pounds of cocaine was seized after washing up on the beach in Volusia County back in October.
Great Barrier queef.
Even, drugs like marijuana have washed ashore in vast volumes. They're blaming it on, the boats and small aircraft that dump their supply if they think they're about to get caught. And then it just kind of washes over to Florida. But it says, what should I do if I find cocaine on the beach? You know, the classic, found 25 packages of cocaine. Officers, there are 24 packages of cocaine here. Finders keepers doesn't apply, it says.
Oh, damn it.
First of all, many packages are marked with certain symbols or insignias to denote what group they came from, which can help indicate whether what you're looking at is actually an illicit substance. I don't think they package milk powder.
What? Yeah.
I don't think they
You also, if you're not going to know right away that it's cocaine, you've got to try
have to snort
a little
it,
bit.
you have to do some.
Yeah.
And then
confirm.
And it says holding on to it is a bad idea, according to Florida law firm Perlett and Shiner. It should go without saying that retaining possession of a washed-up block of drugs is an incredibly bad idea.
Thank you so much for that expert quote.
If, for example, you intentionally retain possession of a block of drugs later valued at $100,000, you have committed what crime?
Oh, boy. Possession with intent to distribute?
I mean, it's not baggied up. It is grand theft.
But I think if you have a certain amount, I think they can automatically assume that you're going to not just use it for yourself.
I'm going to tell you you're wrong and let Sabrina guess.
No, you just said that. I really have no idea.
You've committed grand theft in the first degree.
I did say grand theft. But who are you thieving from?
That's my question. You didn't steal from anybody.
I felt
that doesn't make any sense. Because if, let's say, I'm trying to think of something that would make sense here. Let's say like a mask washed up on the beach, and you find this mask, and
then
you're
you
like,
put it on, and you become that person.
Party animal.
A yellow suit.
Oh, I meant like a scuba diving mask, like a scuba mask.
Somebody
pops up on the beach.
Thank you.
Forget it. Why do I even try?
Referring to the Jim Carrey movie from years ago.
So, if you find
By the way, can I call the podcast Great Barrier Queef? Is that other question?
Of course you can.
So, leave the cocaine on the beach, lest you be charged with grand theft in the first degree, which can carry 30 years in prison. Last but not least, in This Week in Florida, quickly, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office said deputies on I-95 pulled over a speeding driver, and much to their surprise, while questioning the person who was high on the marijuana but also had oxycodone pills and a gun, during the traffic stop, dude passed out 3 times.
Jesus,
he had to wake him back up 3 times. He was also issued citations for careless driving, no turn signal, no insurance, front driver window tint, all kinds of tickets, and he will receive treatment before facing these multiple charges. That's it, friends, for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane.
Thanks, C-Lane.
We've got a lot more to get into today. Let's work in a couple of dispatches while we got some time here.
Hurricane is coming.
Hey, Debbie's over here, and a hurricane, and the flooding of the places that we don't go to.
I hate to say this. I've said it before. I'm not a fan of the B-52s, but I have to give them credit. When you do that, you know exactly what band you're talking about.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not true for many other bands. That they're so stylistically stand out. They stand out so much in terms of their style.
They put on a great show, and have been doing it for decades.
And how old are they? Are they in their 70s and 80s now? God, I hate getting old. Oh, God.
I mean, I feel like they're they range in ages.
Doesn't one of the guys hang out around? One of the guys hang out around Central Florida a bunch.
Yeah.
One of the guys. Give him credit. He just did a segment.
I live out here. I wasn't up here.
He did all his talking in the segment, and now he's done with that. He's not going to do that anymore.
We are so close to the weekend.
Yeah, can you tell? Here's Concrete Mike talking about the 1,500-meter race.
Happy weekend, News Junkie crew. Hey. So that 1,500-meter race, the pool is 50 meters long, so they had to go down to the one end and back to where they jumped in from 15 times.
Really?
That's a whole lot of swimming.
God, that is a lot of endurance right there. That's pretty damn impressive to the person who won. So congrats. Here's Insecure Walrus. It says Single Ladies Devastation.
You know, it's really interesting that All the Single Ladies was one of those perfect kids songs, because one of my friends in Nashville, Carlos Whitaker, he, it's been like 15 years ago, had all his kids in the car and was shooting a video of them singing along to the Single Ladies song. And his youngest son just has an absolute meltdown because he's not a single lady. He doesn't feel like he can participate. And he wound up winning a People's Choice Award for that.
What?
The video?
Which is weird. I think it was called Single Ladies Devastation. Anyways.
Oh, please find that.
That's funny.
It's odd that that's the ideal song for that because of that. But Carlos has a way of going viral a lot. He's a very interesting dude.
Thank you, Insecure Walrus. Always love your dispatches. Appreciate you.
By the way, B-52's ages are in the 60s and 70s.
Damn.
Everyone, for the most part, is over the age of 70, except for Cindy Wilson.
That's the lead singer, right? Cindy Wilson.
And then I met Fred Schneider once, and it was during a charity event, and someone had introduced.
That was the guy I was talking about.
And they're like, "This is Sabrina. She's on Real Radio, and she's on the midday show." And he's like, "What? Okay." Could not care. Sean, that does not sound good at all. That had a wheeze to it, man.
I'm sorry, I've never done that before. I don't know what that was.
Sean got a shell stuck in his throat.
Oh, I just died a little bit. Sorry, I was listening to your story. I was paying full attention, I promise.
Not unlike Fred, who couldn't give
he did not. He was not a big fan. Oh, well, he's still, he does his thing. He's been very successful. So good for him, I guess.
Thanks for listening, Freddie.
Here's ex-swimmer with the dispatch for us.
Good that time of the day, junkies. Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hey, just to chime in on the Olympics. This has probably been the greatest time for me to watch it. I've been in between jobs, had 2 weeks off, been able to watch everything every day as much as I could. Drove my family crazy watching it. But as an ex-athlete and seeing what these competitors are doing is amazing. It's really been fun watching everything go on with limited controversy on certain things. But glad you all are watching it a lot more than it sounded like we were going to watch it. You were going to watch it beforehand. So go USA. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Agreed. Hold on one second.
Where are we at with medals?
I think we're doing okay. I did see some breaking news, so I wanted to bring this to everybody as this is happening. But here is allegedly video of this. Oh, God, what a nightmare.
What's going on?
Here we go. This is in Brazil, I believe. That's a passenger airplane you're looking at. And it crashed. Yeah. That looks like a full-on passenger airplane that crashed into a city. They're just getting details on this as I speak. So in Sao Paulo, Brazil,
weird. The airplane looked like it was spitting out like a helicopter would.
It did. Oh, here's another video of it.
Oh, God.
This guy looked like he was closer to it.
Caralho, bicho.
I don't know what he's saying. Oh, there it goes. And you see the smoke plume from when the plane crashed there. It was moving in a very bizarre way, like C-Lane said. It was sort of just floating around in circles. So it's a different kind of
plane.
It's this.
It has propellers as well as the jet engines.
Yeah, let's see if it says here what kind. It's a ATR 72, which is a full-on passenger 500. Plane. Yeah, it doesn't say how many people are on board, but this is the actual flight that crashed. We'll see. It looks like it was about to land in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'll keep an eye on this and see if we can find out exactly what happened here. But, man, that's crazy. All right, details on that. And we've got jury duty in a little bit. We got your dispatches, more info about the mystery in Mexico, and a whole lot more coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031, and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Watch out for an accident off to the shoulder causing delays on I-4 westbound around Longwood Lake Mary Rest area. Traffic is backed up from County Road 46A there. There's an accident on County Road 46A eastbound near Reinhardt Road. Authorities are clearing up an accident. The off-ramp is partially blocked from Florida's Turnpike southbound to Oka-Humpka Service Plaza. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
What could you do in about 15 minutes? How about an oil change? Hi, I'm Tavares. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change today. Let us guide you in and get you back out on the road on no time. Always quick, but never rushed. Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Folks, they have been around for a long time. They're an honest company. They're a family-owned and operated company, and they're great. Mills Air. They're going to help you out with your AC problems. And it doesn't matter what kind of AC you have. They've been doing this since 1992. They've seen it. They've fixed it. They know what they're doing. Over 30 years, they've been helping you out, and they're a Carrier factory-authorized dealer. They can get you really big rebates, and they can help you with preventative maintenance that could save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown before it happens. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Find them online at millsair.com.
I'm Geraldine Thompson. As state senator, I do not back down. I stand up to protect our voting rights and abortion rights from extremists. As mother and grandmother, I stand up to those who want to take away funds from public schools and put more guns in our streets and classrooms. I'll never stop standing up for you. By August 20th, vote Geraldine Thompson for Florida Senate District 15, political advertisement paid for and approved by Geraldine Thompson, Democrat for state senate.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, August is National Wellness Month, and we want to celebrate that by getting as many of you guys over to Life Imaging FLA for their free hard scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And the numbers don't lie, man. In 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death. These guys at Life Imaging FLA are all about proactive prevention. And I want to encourage each one of you to explore their full body cancer screening as well. When you consider that 40% of adults will get cancer at some point in their life, early detection can save your life. Get that ultimate peace of mind with proactive screening. And remember, there are no dyes or injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. The entire process takes only 10 minutes. Guys, take a few minutes. Do what I did. Do what my wife did. Do what our in-laws did. Get with Life Imaging FLA right now and get your free heart scan. And it's easy to make your appointment. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250. Just say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Make that appointment today. It could change your life forever. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PREP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text PREP to 42424. That's PREP to 42424.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Erica Taylor, Chief Marketing Officer of Genentech, explains how audio is an ideal way for brands to tell their stories.
Everyone is listening somewhere, somehow.
I think that there's something deep in all of us that enjoys listening to and telling stories. When I think about what we do here at Genentech, we do a lot to actually tell the broader story of our company and the legacy that we stand upon. 45 years marketing more than 40 medicines over that time period. And we celebrate that in story form, in audio format. It's a great way for people to learn more about what we offer and to be educated in an easy and convenient way.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the 4th window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Hey there, folks. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes here from the Amy and TJ podcast.
That's right. We are bringing you the tea from Paris every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, tea from Paris. I don't know if we're married to that name, but the point is, we'll tell you what's going on. We'll tell you what's hot, what's not.
Bottom line, everything you need to know that's going on in Paris during the 2024 games, you're going to get it from us.
Listen to Amy and TJ on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Amy and TJ and start listening.
Go back to school in style. Find the perfect used car right now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
And jury duty soon enough here on the show. Got some really good stories for that. First, tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and this person would like to remain anonymous. And I got to be honest with you. Yesterday, when we just ran into the story of the vampire murder cult, I did not expect that to hit home with as many people as it did. A lot of people who were connected to it in some way reached out to the show, and this is what we got. Anonymous says, "Hey, News Junkie, day one listener here. Also a podcast listener, so I'm a day behind. Yesterday, you were talking about the 90s vampire cult. Unfortunately, as a young teen, I was what you may call a juvenile delinquent. I was actually locked up with the cult in Marion County JDC. When they arrived at JDC, something about them sent chills through everybody's spine. They were kept away from general population and were put in 24-hour solitary confinement. But from time to time, we would see them walking through the halls as they were headed to the court. They had the creepiest, soulless expressions. I wish that was the craziest thing I saw back then, but unfortunately for my crimes, I was sent to the Dozier School for Boys in Marietta, Florida for 3 years. It was later closed down because of the graves of the lost boy that were uncovered. This guy's life. Story for another time.
That Dozier School for Boys is storied.
Man, this person was involved in both of these things. That's my 2 cents. Love the show. Keep up the good work, says Anonymous. Got an email here, but I hesitate to share. In fact,
Okay, come on.
Well, this is the first time it's ever happened. It's a hate email, but it's against you guys.
Right. That's not the first time.
First time I've ever gotten a hate email. About you guys.
Man. I filed a police report on somebody. Plenty of hate emails from them.
I'm saying to me, the emails that I check every day during the show, I can't recall a single one that I've gotten.
And it's for both C-Lane and me?
Both of you, yes.
Let me guess.
Do you want to guess? You want to guess what it is before? Or I don't even have to say it. If you guys don't want me to say it, I won't.
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
We don't have to give air to the person. But like if it was about me, I would read it, but that doesn't mean you would want it read about you.
Go for it.
I'll hear
I
it.
don't care. Yeah.
Now I feel weird about it.
You're the one who printed it out.
It doesn't. Well, I just print them all when they come on my phone. That sounds weird. This person's name is Dustin. Okay, and it says, I've been listening to this show for over 10 years.
This makes the next couple sentences rightfully sad.
C-Lane and Sabrina are far left, says Dustin. I get it. I was able to tolerate it for the most part for the longest time. Now it's pushing to me where I don't even want to listen to your show anymore. He says, Dustin said, I used to work for a beer company in Minneapolis. Half of my accounts were either destroyed or burnt to the ground. Some of these liquor store owners were third-generation owners. Tim Walz failed everybody during the pandemic. It takes a special kind of stupid to endorse this radical far-left clown, Dustin says. And hearing your co-host joke about businesses and livelihood being ruined just gets me. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, we didn't joke about that.
I actually brought up that he did. I said on the show that he did screw up in his response to the riots. The first time
Sean,
we talked
they're not
about Tim
talking
Walz.
about you, okay? They're talking about me and C-Lane.
No, that's true. That's true.
Jesus.
People like your two co-hosts are the problem. I will no longer be listening to your show. I know you're in the middle or not even on any side at all, but them two are just pathetic, says Dustin. Response.
Yay! Well, don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you, pal. I got nothing.
Yeah, same.
Dustin,
Sorry?
if I can for a moment, my problem is always this. I don't care if you're
Look, he's
to the
making it
right.
about himself again.
I'm not trying to make it
Absolutely
about
incredible.
myself.
Finally, an email to us.
I said you guys could respond, and you didn't really. You just were like, all right, screw this guy.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has an opinion here.
Uh-huh.
And right now it seems like C-Lane and I have the right opinion.
All right. Can I make my statement now?
No.
I'm not trying to make it about me.
We have to go to break.
Well, we have time. We have plenty of time. Why did I even listen to that? I always take it as if like we have to do this. It's like of an urgency. All right, Dustin. My issue is never if somebody is off to the right politically. I do not care. I'll argue about whatever and debate about whatever. If you're way off to the left politically, do not care. Fine. We can have all the same arguments. I don't like teams myself personally, but I don't even care if you do. What I don't like, the thing that I do dismiss, is when you're soft about it. When you're weak in your opinions to the point where if you hear somebody who you disagree with, it makes you angry and it makes you write an email like that. If you really
You can't even hear this. He stopped listening to the show, remember?
If you really are locked in on your positions, you feel the way that you feel, that's fine. But like to be exposed to somebody who might disagree and then be the snowflake that you probably call other people when they're not in alignment with you politically, that's the thing you should probably work on.
Exactly.
Thicker skin is an important thing.
And he probably still will listen. And if we didn't have an election 80 days or so from now, after it's done, then we'll move on and do some other things that you probably will disagree with as well. But that's the beautiful thing about what we're doing here is that we can give our opinions and they have nothing to do with the company and our advertisers.
Man, that was surprising when I saw that. I was like, usually the email starts with, listen,
Well,
you
it's not
asshole.
all about you, Sean.
It's not.
No. And don't act like I get it all the time. I'm sure you've got an email. Lesbian libtard.
You
right
are
on my forehead.
You are as welcome as anybody else on the show to go through the tips email, but I can tell you, you guys don't get a lot of email where people are mad at you. I just do not see it.
Because we're likable.
I'm not saying that it doesn't happen on social media, because of course it does. Our audience is way too big for that to not happen. Actually, I would argue, and I have argued this before, that if people weren't angry with any of us, then we're not doing our job. We're not saying enough. We're just doing milquetoast radio, which is so boring. I do have news for you guys right now at this very moment.
Okay.
The developers have begun work on a section of the website that will have
You said it
clips.
was done.
No.
You said done. The website's over. Not that done.
This thing, because it's been asked for before. The clips during the show that tend to get played, like either during the next episode of the show.
That's not theirs.
The drops the drops that are played on the show are going to be on a soundboard.
The hell they are.
The website. You're against this? Well, this is fun. People want to use
Those are my clips. Pull them yourself.
T-Lane takes more of the clips than you do anyway.
The hell he does.
What is this the hell thing that you're doing right now?
I kind of like it. Let me be. The next one I've always wanted to say is like, let me be clear. Over my dead body.
This is you're doing a laundry list of as per my last email, like all of the things that you can say that
How
are like,
hard I've worked and they can just download it.
No,
Please.
I think people are going to be into this, and I saw the way that they're going to build it out. It'll be super fun. People will like this, and see people already celebrating this over on the chat side of
Great,
things.
celebrate as much as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to get the clips from?
C-Lane will give me the clips.
Lane doesn't have access to the clips.
Of course he does.
Yeah, some of the clips.
If there's something you should know, let me be clear.
Oh, boy.
I have access to everything.
Not my
I know all
soundboard.
of the things. All right, now we do have to take a break. We're running way behind. When we come back, we'll get update on the Mexican mystery story that we've been following for the last couple of days. We've got jury duty. We've got a whole lot more, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to let the lady win.
Really?
Like, I'm going to dominate her on the field and in the bedroom.
Not with that testosterone blood paint on.
Not with the 100 and your testosterone.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
U.S. men's water polo lost its semifinal match to Serbia today. They'll face either Croatia or Hungary for the bronze medal on Sunday. Team USA men's basketball is still alive after storming back to beat Serbia in the semis. Steph Curry scored 36 points.
To dig deep like we did with this group and get a win, special.
The U.S. will face France in tomorrow's gold medal game.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
How much will Josh Allen miss Stephon Diggs this year? Plenty of quarterbacks have lost their top target and had success. Brady and Mahomes won multiple Super Bowls after losing Randy Moss and Tyreek Hill. Some quarterbacks need a star receiver to be successful. Josh Allen, in my opinion, won't be one of them. He'll be fine without Stephon Diggs. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Spectrum Internet has enough speed to handle all your needs, so you can work, game, and stream with speeds up to a gig. Plus, Spectrum's advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security for all your connected devices. Get Spectrum Internet with fast and reliable speeds, starting at just $29.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee. Visit spectrum.com/internet for you for full details. Offer subject to change, valid for qualified residential customers only. Restrictions apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Top reasons your career wants you to move to Ohio. Thousands of high-paying jobs in tech, healthcare, science, and more. The career you want and a life you'll love. Have it all in the heart of it all. Go to callohiohome.com.
I'm Ryan Gorman with Joni Way, Assistant Regional Director with the FTC's Midwest Region, and John Miller Steiger, Regional Director with the FTC's East Central Region. What happens when someone files a report with the FTC?
We at the FTC use reports to build investigations and bring cases. We also use them to help target education and outreach, and we hope that stopping bad guys and spreading the word are good reasons to report these scams. But telling your story can also help your friends, family, and community avoid scams.
John, let me turn back to you. Do you have advice for those who just heard you and Joni talking about these scams and realize they paid a scammer?
Act quickly. Contact whoever you used to pay the scammer. Tell them you've been scammed and ask if they can reverse the payment. There's a small chance you can get your money back.
Everyone can learn more about how to spot, avoid, and report all types of frauds and scams at consumer.ftc.gov. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Cam found out that group chats between different phones aren't private.
Or encrypted.
Thank you. We only text in code.
Yes, which I created. I created a code.
Yes. Which can be a little annoying.
Wait, was that your attempt at the code?
You already forgot the code, didn't you?
I should have written it down.
The place to safely send messages between different devices. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1904 $20 Gold Liberty coins have been found. These gorgeous 1904p gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 500 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling this secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1904 Gold Liberty struck at the iconic Philadelphia Mint. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1904 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 120 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-888-201-7080. Call now and you'll receive a free bonus, a $75 value free with every order. Call 1-888-201-7080 now to secure your 1904p $20 Gold Liberty coins before they sell out. That's 1-888-201-7080.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Want to give your child a learning experience that's free, fun, and gets them ready for the future? The voluntary pre-kindergarten program is your answer. It's available at no cost to any 4-year-old child residing in the state of Florida. Visit our website at elcosceola.org. That's elcosceola.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The show that takes you from Skywall Summer to Jack Rocket Fall.
First, big on the Olympics this week. So we're going to talk about did you say it was the first ever Olympic gold for the Philippines, C-Lane? Is that what you had said? Or was this?
That's what this tweet leads me to believe.
Man, that's crazy. To be the first ever to win a gold medal for your country is really big.
I've really sucked at sports the past few years.
They have not done very well, I think. And we'll get to that in a moment, too. But first, an update on this plane crash in, I believe, Brazil. The flight was Flight 2Z2283. And I believe they said there was 62 people on board. And it's from Vopass. That's the name of the airline that crashed in Brazil, Vinhedo, Brazil. Here's the message from the company. It says, Vopass Linhas Areias reports the occurrence of an accident involving Flight 223 in Brazil. The aircraft took off for this place, and they said with 58 passengers and 4 crew members on board. Vopass has taken all measures to support those involved. There's still no confirmation of how the accident occurred or the current situation of the people on board. This is early on in the investigation, obviously. And more footage, some of it just absolutely insane to behold. This is a group of guys that were by where the plane crashed, and I'll walk you through this here. They're hanging out, and you see the fire not even in the distance, like right next to them. And you could tell that it's the fuselage of the plane just completely destroyed. 0% chance, I think, that anybody was able to survive this, unfortunately. But they even walked up to this plane on fire where they were. So it looks like it crashed down in a fairly residential neighborhood, and that's just people's nightmares coming to life right there. So we'll learn more about that as that story unfolds. The Philippines, the first ever Olympic medal winner. What do you get for that, C-Lane? What is the treatment like afterwards?
Carlos E. Yulo, 24 years old, made history on Saturday, the 3rd of August, as the first male Olympic gold medalist in the history of the Philippines after winning the floor exercise event in men's gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw this tweet that my friend Larry reposted on Facebook, and it says, he will receive the following for winning.
All right.
This is the order that this is in the tweet. Number 1, a lifetime of free colonoscopies at 45 years old.
Oh, hot damn. Lucky.
All right. Hey, we'll take it. Okay.
Number 2, a furnished condo. Number 3, a house. A condo and a house.
Wow.
Over $200,000 in cash. An iPhone 16. Free cookies for life from a local bakery. Free food for life from multiple local restaurants. And free engineering education. But somehow, number 1 on the list was free colonoscopies.
Yeah.
For a lifetime of free colonoscopies.
Have you guys gotten one yet? It's
no.
very expensive.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Have you? I was going to say.
No. But I imagine it's very expensive.
I would imagine it is, too, because I think they put you under for that, right?
Yeah.
They do.
Like, put you out, and then you wake up in the room just like...
I got the other one, the endoscopy.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Throat.
And
they both seem pretty terrible, honestly.
They do both of those in the same place, like the same office.
Oh, okay.
Not with the same equipment, I hope, right?
That was the last thing I remember saying before the anesthesia hit, was like, you're not going to use the same scope that you just used on the last guy, are you?
As you're going into Twilight, they're like, yeah, we haven't heard that one before. It's just targeting you. You look like such a rager right now in the stream.
I wouldn't be mad if they just slapped me after I said it. Like once I fell asleep, they were just like, tush.
Celia looks like an old alcoholic on the stream right now because they refilled the soda machine and his soda wasn't cold enough for him.
It wasn't cold at all.
And so he had to get like a little rocks glass, and it just looks like he's pounding whiskey, like the Big
Not even
Lebowski.
flinching.
Is drinking his drink over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that soda machine, by the way, I don't know if we've told you this, but because it's a soda machine and a snack machine, everything inside it is refrigerated.
Yeah.
So like
Nothing
your
like
Dorito,
a cold Kit Kat.
Cold Doritos.
That's weird. They don't usually do that, right?
Right.
And I don't mind it. What I do mind is that you go to get a soda and you're excited. And then once it reaches the bottom from what seems to be 6 feet in the air, you can't open it for 2 minutes. If not, all this equipment would be sprayed with cherry Coke.
Yeah, and they don't want you to do that on those boards in the studio. They get real particular about that. All right, here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
A stand your ground ? Case in just a moment that I'm very interested to get everybody's take on. Right now, Jury Duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you need an attorney, and this is the way to go. 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. We go to Ocala, Florida for this stand your ground ? Case. Do you think this person was within their rights to shoot somebody? It said Ocala police officers were called to a house in reference to a shooting. Detective Mark Pfeiffer interviewed the shooter. The man said he was inside his residence when he saw another man, later identified as Jose Juan Vargas, 28 years old, on his property. So we know he's looking out the window and he sees this Jose guy on his property. That's how we start. Armed, the shooter went outside to confront Vargas and saw Vargas beating his dog at the time. The armed man, whose name was not released by police, told the detective he fired a shot into the ground, telling Vargas to get off his property. Vargas responded to this by jumping the fence. The man said Vargas threatened to kill him and his family. During the argument, the man took some pictures of Vargas and told his girlfriend to call 911. He said, even though he was armed, Vargas continued to curse at him and he was fearful. The man said he didn't know if Vargas had a weapon or if he was under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The man then said Vargas went to the fence, leaned over, and began hitting his dog again. The fence was about 4 feet high. The man said he shot Vargas because he was in fear. Vargas, injured, walked away from the fence and fell in the roadway. The shooter said he went to his girlfriend and cried. So he cried after he shot the guy. The man said he went to Vargas and saw two women later identified as a nurse and his girlfriend treating him. The man said he went to his shed, removed the magazine and a bullet from the handgun, put the weapon on the table, surrendered when police arrived. Is this guy, you think, within his rights to shoot that man who was on his property? He said the guy was beating my dog at the time, and I felt like there was a threat there. And I don't know. I would be okay with shooting somebody who was beating my dog.
Technically,
if that was happening.
I mean, if you base it on stuff you usually say about dogs, how like they're your property.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a fear of your life if they're beating on your property. But then again,
they're destroying your property.
If somebody was on my property, on my physical property, and beating my dog at the time, I would be fine with shooting them.
I mean, you would be fine. I'm not saying that I
but would I be legally okay?
Correct. Now, if you take the same situation and someone's beating on a dog, they could be arrested and get animal cruelty charges.
Mm-hmm.
So that could certainly make you in fear of your own safety if they're willing to do that to a live animal.
Right. You're sitting there watching that and you're like, well, this person's out of control. What's
the
next?
Things that I would do to somebody if they were to touch any of my animals.
I would do it too. If I was sitting there watching, I would absolutely put a bullet in somebody. But I wonder if he's going to be seen as just defending himself in this case. What do you think? Was he within his rights? Does this stand your ground because he was watching this person attack his dog on his property? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record your first dispatch right now. When we come back, a story that just escaped jury duty, and it's a viral video for a judge in Michigan, and the judge in Michigan is really upset with somebody who exploded in their courtroom. We'll play the audio of that. We'll get an update on the mystery in Mexico and a whole lot more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Did you miss out on a seat at the Real Radio Poker Tournament? The last remaining seats are now up for auction. Get the details at realradio.fm/poker.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. goldsmithjewelry.com.
It's a little congested on I-4 this afternoon, approaching State Road 429. Slowdowns through the city on I-4 westbound between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. The off-ramp on Florida's Turnpike southbound to Oka-Humpka Service Plaza, that is partially blocked. And there's delays due to an accident off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound around Longwood Lake Mary Rest area. Traffic is backed up from County Road 46A. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then, Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today. Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioner's making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey guys, Russ Rollins here. You know, August is National Wellness Month, and to be well, you got to have information. You got to know what's going on. And man, there's a company called Life Imaging FLA that they know early detection of heart disease and cancer is a game changer in terms of treatment and outcome. And you can go get a scan for heart disease and for cancer without having any symptoms, which means you can go in advance and find out what's going on. I have about 6 people I've known in the past 2 months that have found out they had blockage in their heart, had no idea, and it saved their lives. One lady let me know that she had lung cancer, had no idea, and found out with Life Imaging FLA. You can do the same thing. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, you'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a great $699 value. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, you'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250.
And now another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey. Shh. I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app?
Like on your phone?
I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month, and no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Shh. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the 4th window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Go back to school in a new ride. Get to Sutherland Nissan Orlando today.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
CC Ramsey, thank you for being you. You can learn more about unlocking secret shows over on thenewsjunkie.com. Also, want to take a moment here and thank Michelle, who emailed after yesterday's show. And I was talking about people complaining about podcast skipping, and Michelle gave me like a big, giant, long high effort email that explained what was happening with her and the skipping from the podcast. And it looks like it's not nearly as bad as originally thought. But I did want to say thank you for sending that, Michelle. It's super helpful and very much appreciated. There is a Michigan judge who is going viral, and it's all because of defendant Daryl Lester Jarrell. That's right. Daryl Jarrell was in the courtroom. Daryl Jarrell was yelling at the judge. He was not happy about things. And the judge, in turn, slapped back at him, I guess. I think this is the back and forth. Let's see if we can watch this.
Trespassing. I could technically leave, and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can kiss my ass.
Wait, you edited this, right?
You know what?
Yeah, I think it's censored. I believe it's censored. Yeah,
it's a lot of F-bombs. My favorite is what seems to be either witness or the person that he assaulted.
Yeah,
and the bottom left corner that I'm covering right now.
His reaction
is great.
Yeah, there's two different people who are also on the Zoom, and then there's the judge, Cedric Simpson, and this guy
you
who
recognize him, right?
The judge over here? Yeah, I've seen him before. I don't know in what, but I've definitely seen him.
The judge who called out the guy who was suspended license but driving a car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was him. Oh, that's right. That was this guy.
Points.
All right. Now
Didn't we
this
figure out that guy never ever had a license?
Yeah, but then it went back to something else that he...
It was back and forth. It was like that guy never did anything wrong. Well, that guy did do something. It was like back and forth on that story. This guy, though, just has an outburst in the courtroom.
I could technically leave, and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can kiss my ass. This is
you know what? You know, no. I'm going to tell you what. You don't come in here. You don't.
That was censored, but it was like
they censored the wrong part.
Very close. He's every time he curses, he's like, "That's another. That's another," and he keeps
was just saying, "F you, F you, F you," and then the guy in the bottom left corner who's like zooming from home is just open mouth, jaw to the floor.
Oh. Every time he did it, the judge was like, "That's another 93 days. That's another 93 days. That's another 93." So 3 months every single time he did it, and he just kept saying the F word to the judge.
Is that like the maximum for contempt?
I don't know. It just said it's another 93.
Sorry.
Simpson tells Jarrell after the first curse word that he was in contempt of court and sentenced him to 93 days in jail. And they said by the end of it, Gerald had been issued a total of 558 days in prison for his outburst.
Oh, my gosh.
What was he thinking?
What an idiot. You're going to spend 500 days in prison because you can't keep your mouth shut?
Guess what I told that judge, huh? You guys hear that? When I told that judge?
Wow, that is really dumb. Okay, we want to hear from you. And these aren't dumb dispatches. I know they're going to be very, very good. We are waiting to hear from you with yours over on thenewsjunkie.com. Did you see that video Sabrina sent over of the plane crash in Brazil? Damn, man. Just brutal. We won't play this one for the folks who are watching on YouTube or Twitch because you even see bodies and stuff. It's brutal. And they said 62 people. It may be because it's out the front of the plane.
There are no survivors.
No. It's a very bad crash, and it happened really close to like some houses and stuff, and just an absolute nightmare.
And terrifying. Terrifying.
Yes, yeah, and that's the stuff that makes people more and more afraid to fly all the time. Here is John the Fisherman with, he wants to talk about the dog story, I guess.
We need more information on the dog story with the guy getting shot. Was the dog barking all the time? Why didn't he just bring the dog inside?
What?
Or was the dog getting out of the yard and pooping in this guy's yard? Because I had a same thing with my neighbor's schnauzers.
So
Two
you
of them would
shot
dig
the
in my
dog?
yard, poop all over the place, and then run back. But they barked all night, and the neighbors would never bring him inside. While I didn't shoot them, I really wanted to, but the guy should have just brought his dog inside and called the cops.
This is such a weird thing to me. Again, another weird reaction. I'm pointing out all the weird reactions that we see with dispatches moving forward. When we hear a story about a guy who was inside, noticed somebody was on his property, went outside to warn the guy was yelling back at him, and he was attacking his dog. The guy jumps over the fence, goes on his property, and starts beating his dog. And your reaction is, "Oh, God could have just brought his dog inside." Well, he would have had to wrestle it away from the gentleman who was beating the hell out of it on his own property first before that happened. And the rest of it is just like fan fiction. You've like made up. The dog might have been pooping. The dog was barking. It's like completely made up, just completely made up, not in the story at all. The question is somebody attacking your dog, your pet, your animal in your yard, on your property, enough for you to use lethal force to fire a weapon at them and say, stand my ground? I was doing what I had to do. Under the law, or just is it morally right? That's the question. Maybe I should be better at stating what the question is. Here's Trav talking about the plane crash.
You know, Sean, it wasn't that long ago that you talked about how we haven't had planes just falling out of the sky and crashing in a long time. Now here you are reporting a commercial airline falling out of the sky.
This is not my fault.
Crashing. Good job, buddy.
I need you to do a Frankie McDonald. I need you to tell us this is not...
I am not responsible for the plane crash in Brazil.
I did not do the plane crash in Brazil.
The videos of it, though, are so bizarre that the spin that was happening with this plane, I have not seen anything like that before.
I was like, because I always thought that planes like that didn't just drop out of the sky. Like if the engines failed, they have more of a glide option. And then C-Lane immediately had the answer for me because he's a pilot, obviously.
He's a pretend pilot, this guy.
There was huge turbulence in the area, and
was there?
Yeah,
that turbulence wasn't a big deal.
It was for.
She's freaking out.
Yeah, because I don't want to go on a plane now.
Turbulence.
What do they say about turbulence?
Turbulence is almost never a fatal thing where the plane crashes because of it. So that would be surprising to me if they're saying that is the cause of it. You're saying, Sealand, that there was reports of heavy turbulence in the air before this plane crashed?
They said, I think, extreme turbulence was the cause, and it went into a flat spin. Something has to do with the air.
And then he goes, usually if you can get out of a flat spin if you're higher, but way too low to the ground.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm never telling you anything. I almost said the S word again.
Okay. I'm just saying the way that you said it, as if when you leave here, you're getting on your plane to go back home.
I was just reading from the chat anyway.
Oh, they were talking about it over there? Yeah, you could tell that.
Like you knew it.
Like something had gone categorically wrong. Just really, really wrong because the plane was going in these circles, kind of. And then, boom, next thing you know, into the ground. Feel for everybody involved in that. It's just terrible. Let's see what else we have here. Here's somebody talking about the story that C-Lane did, where if you go to the beach and you find drugs that have washed up on shore, they can charge you with grand theft.
First-degree grand theft.
Seems kind of strange. Here's Peter. Uh-oh.
On the grand theft charges of finding the coke on the beach, so does that mean all the metal detectors that walk up and down the beach, does that mean they can be charged with grand theft too? Just curious. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me, that whole thing. Like, I understand that if you have drugs, you can get charged with having drugs. I get that. But I don't necessarily get that if that washed up on shore and you grabbed it, that you would be charged with grand theft. They don't even know who you're stealing from. That's a weird thing. Let's see. Let's go over to... Go ahead.
Under Florida statute section 812, blah, 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 it is considered grand theft charge and a third-degree felony to use or obtain any amount of a controlled substance.
To use or obtain.
Ooh, Sean.
Well, what if you were flat out saying, like, you didn't know what it was? You just grabbed something that floated up on the beach. I guess ignorance is not like an excuse. It's not. You're still in trouble for it?
Not typically.
That's wild. All right, tell us what you think. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send a dispatch just like this one. Here's Dispatch Dan.
Hey, everybody. Happy weekend.
Ooh, Dispatch
so
Dan
on the
sounded
topic
good.
of stolen valor, yesterday we were talking about it. Today kind of got brought up again just now. But yesterday, during the conversation of stolen valor, there was a comment made in Twitch saying stolen valor is like when a 911 dispatcher says that they're a first responder. It's taking everything in me to not curse when I explain this.
Wait, they're implying that being a 911 dispatcher is not a first responder?
I mean, I feel like they're the first to respond.
Yeah, that's definitely a first responder. Somebody who
But they're
answers
not on
a
the
911 call.
field.
They're not on the scene.
Cleaning up the blood.
But it's a different thing entirely. Like a first responder would probably be defined as the first people to help somebody during a medical emergency or otherwise. And 911 is the first destination that you're going to go to, and then they send the rest of the responders to you. That seems pretty dumb.
But just to kind of simply put it, something happens, don't call 911. You find your baby face down in a pool, don't call 911. I want you to drive to a fire station and see if the ambulance is there, A. B, if it's in service. C, if that's the station that responds to your house. Because, yes, even though it's close to your house, it might not be in your jurisdiction because it's a different agency.
Yeah.
Somebody breaks into your house or steals your car or shoots somebody, I want you to go drive the streets and try to find a cop to come to your house. Don't call 911. Because we're not first responders. We don't respond to anything. We don't answer a call and send these people to your house. We don't give you life-saving instructions when we tell you to pull your kid out of the pool and start doing CPR. Don't call 911. I want you to go find these people on your own and then try to get them to come to your house and tell them where it is and stay calm while you're doing it. Oh, and by the way, if you can also give the CPR instructions to your wife that's crying, holding your dead kid in her arms, good luck too.
Dan.
All right.
Okay. That's it. I'm done.
He was affected personally by that, I think. It was
Thank you for
hard
your
to sit.
service.
I would absolutely say that 911 operators are first responders. I don't even think that's controversial in the slightest. I think it's just obvious. And we're going to work in a couple more here before we take a break. Don't forget, you hear Dan's dispatch and how it's nice and clear. You could do this on your laptop or your computer if you have a microphone.
He's using a microphone.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You could do it on anything with a microphone, so it doesn't just have to be on your phone when you're on thenewsjunkie.com.
Doesn't sound as clear when he's dispatching.
No.
First responder.
Yeah. Here's my brother can suck it with the dispatch.
Happy Friday, News Junkies.
Saturday. Sunday.
My brother can suck it here. So I am kind of sad to see the Olympics end, but I am actually glad and relieved that I can stop hearing two separate podcast ads from iHeart about the Olympics. Who needs two different podcasts? I mean, really, that's a little bit overkill. Anyway, happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bye now.
Thank you. Appreciate the dispatch. We don't control that. Just know when you hear stuff on the show, when you hear commercials on this radio station, we don't control, especially going into political season. Let's just get this out there, all right? Warning to everybody. Save your anger. If we get requests from either of the campaigns, Maybe you like one side and you don't like the other. We have to put the ads on. You have to do that. You can't refuse when it comes to political ads. So far, so good. We haven't had a whole bunch of those. But when you hear the commercials, we're not responsible. They got to pay the bills around here somehow. And for some reason, they feel the need to promote a lot of podcasts about really specific things. Anyhow, all we want is to hear from you, I should say, and to hear your voice on the show. You got an opinion, and that matters around here. So please do send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, we've got some emails. We've got an update on the Mexico mystery story and a woman at the Chicago airport. An absolute catastrophe happened there. What was it? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. All lanes are blocked on Colonial Drive eastbound between 9th Street and State Road 429. There's an accident partially blocking the off-ramp from Florida's Turnpike to Oka-Humpka Service Plaza on I-4 this afternoon. There's a lot of congestion approaching State Road 429. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. No major problems on the Beach Line. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
A recent study showed that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So if you already have a quote and you're wondering if it's any good, get out of that 20% window and get to work with That Mortgage Guy Don. Don't be a slacker. Get peace of mind by going to thatmortgageguydawn.com. It's so easy to compare your quote. Just go to the website, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote, and That Mortgage Guy Don will tell you if it's any good. Start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st. T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing and the movies.
Everything that we are doing is incredibly data-driven. We are getting signals in every single day about how specific audiences are performing. So although we're marketing at a very broad scale, and that does include specific local markets, that's really the beauty of iHeart's network. You're not serving the same message to a consumer in Nashville necessarily that you may be in New York. You have the ability to be very specific and very personalized, but at a tremendous scale.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
An evening with Larry the Cable Guy.
I'm the only guy ever gone from Nutrisystem commercials to heartburn medication.
Saturday, March 8th, 8 p.m., Hard Rock Live Orlando. On sale now at Hard Rock Live Box Office and Ticketmaster.
If you suffer from allergies, have you ever thought allergy treatment would be nice, but I bet it's really expensive? You can go get some Zyrtec or Claritin for $20, but think about how much that's going to add up over the years, decades, a lifetime. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, they can make your allergies go away for good. They don't just mask them like the over-the-counter meds. This is real treatment that'll save you money in the long run. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South Window lives southern weather, and our Energy Star windows and doors are designed to keep the heat out and the cool air in. Get New South proud.
Going on now. Buy more and save more on all New South products. Volume discounts up to 30% off.
Cole Honda wins gold! He upsets the favorites!
The moments have been magical.
The USA are climbing back up the mountain.
The 2024 Paris Olympics are in the final days, and you can listen to all of NBC's live play-by-play coverage on the free iHeart app, including the closing ceremonies. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Legends made.
Simone Biles, all-around champ.
Soon, the flame will be passed to us for the summer of 2028 in Los Angeles. Open the free iHeart app now and search Olympics.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
There is a story.
Mommy loves a daddy.
No, not like that. That would be a much better outcome than the story that we're going to talk about here real quick before we get into some response emails. There was something that happened in Chicago at O'Hare Airport, and there was a woman who they said was found dead. She got entangled, that's the word that they used, in the baggage machinery. Oh, and I'm trying to imagine how that even occurs, but they found this
obviously
woman.
Her hair.
Maybe, yeah. It says Larry Langford, a spokesperson for the Chicago Fire Department, says firefighters were called to the airport at 7:45 a.m., so early on in the day, for a report of a person pinned in machinery used to move baggage. He said they discovered the woman entangled in a conveyor belt system in a baggage room. She was 57 years old. The baggage room wasn't publicly accessible, and it's not clear how she found her way into it. So that means she wasn't supposed to be there. She wasn't like an employee or something. And they don't know exactly how she got there. But, it says the surveillance footage shows the woman walking in the baggage room at 2:27 a.m. She was not discovered for 5 hours, all tangled up in the machinery back there.
That's a crappy way to die, man.
That sucks. That's brutal. And
so that's 2 stories related to the airport and their planes.
This one's not going to get you. This one you're going to be okay because you're not going to go messing around with the equipment behind the scenes at the airport.
No,
but the plane thing is frightening, and all you could do is do what you've already done, where you go, this is the safest way to travel. There's nothing that's going to happen here. All these planes take off and land.
To get to Italy by boat.
Yeah, it would be so long if you did what the cruises that they do, where it's just like a connection cruise.
I would love to do it as well, but we're going for a wedding. I would have to leave tomorrow.
Yeah, it would take like 3 weeks or something.
When are you going?
September.
Nice.
Oh, it should be nice. September. Yeah, you talked about it before. I don't know if you said the exact date. You just said you were going to Italy for a wedding, destination wedding style. Which
gonna buy the tickets this weekend. So long as they're
what's that cost? What's that? Is it?
Ask my brand new credit card.
Oh, nice. You getting some points for this or something?
Yeah, I mean they have the bonus points if you spend this much money within 6 months. I'm like, how would you like me to spend that?
Challenge accepted.
In 1 hour.
Yeah, we did that on our Bonvoy card very quickly.
Oh, man. To Italy is probably pretty expensive, I would think. It's over $1,000 a piece?
Yeah, I would say.
Where in Italy are you going?
Rome, and then a bunch of other places I forgot to memorize.
Right. Milan? Are you going to Milan?
No, it's like something with a P.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ladi, I don't know.
Was this a Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of deal?
It's during like the week time.
The whole week? You're going to be gone for a whole week to go to Italy?
Okay. I mean, I feel like we're getting into a zone of this is a conversation not for the air.
I'm trying to look at prices.
Now.
I'm looking at prices for you.
Oh, well, I'm trying to leave weekend, then spend the week.
All right.
Whole week.
And it has to be on Delta because that's where my points are.
We're going to need you back on Tuesday. We're going to need you back.
Oh, let's hope they have great internet there because I will not be back on a Tuesday. Going to I lost it already.
She's having a hard time with this one.
Casavano.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Positano.
Positano.
You have no idea, huh?
No, I've never heard of Positano,
I don't know
unfortunately.
any places in Italy, it turns out.
Oh, Italy's going to be beautiful. You're going to love it, I'm sure. I hear
Majority
great
of my life,
things.
I identified as Italian until
Yeah?
we gave my dad the Ancestry.com for Christmas.
And then what did it come back as?
Not Italian.
Not Italian? What did it come back as?
Cuban. I'm,
it
mostly
says Cuban?
Cubano. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't know they get really particular now. They can tell you even what kind of cities your family came from when you do the new versions. Or even like the one that I did
and if
so
your
long
cousin
ago.
murdered somebody.
We told you that?
No, that's how the guy got caught. Golden Gate Killer.
Oh, okay, yeah. They just ran the thing through the DNA database.
You are gullible today, man.
I don't know. I believe you when you say things. I'm just expecting that you're saying the truth.
No, we have to go to break.
No, we don't. We got to do this. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Justin emails the show. He says, "Good afternoon, Sean, Sabrina, and C-Lane. I don't want to speak for everyone, but I know I agree with you, Sean. There's a hierarchy in the military. 90% of the military is paper pushers. For every Navy SEAL, fighter pilot, or ODA operator, there's 10 supply officers, chaplains, accountants, acquisition specialists, cooks, etc. The military has every job you could think of, but they combat-oriented and are trained to fire a gun and are supposed to maintain a proficiency with that weapon. The U.S. military is the greatest team in the world with some of the finest young men and women in this country that are serving right now. I'd agree with you, though. He definitely overstated, he's talking about Walls, his experiences with the weapons. When I hear what he said about carrying weapons, I think he was kicking doors down in Afghanistan or Iraq, not backfiling in Italy as a guard guy. Also, the Harris Walls campaign has updated his biography, clarifying his retirement as Command Sergeant Major, which he didn't retire as because he didn't complete the requisite coursework. Thanks. Hope you all have a good weekend, says Justin. On the other side of the coin on this, Tennille emails, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Dear Sean.
Where's the captain?
I'm just all alone here. She's all alone without the captain. I'm writing in to express my concern with the statement you made regarding the value of veterans who fought in wars versus veterans who have not. Your statement was something along the lines of, and this is in quotes, I don't consider a person a veteran that never saw war.
Oh, my gosh.
This is what I'm talking about.
My gosh. Are they doing it on purpose now?
I don't know. Like, this did not come out of my mouth. What came out of my mouth was a nuanced take where I said, while Walls served in the military for like 24 years, so obviously that's great, and he did his patriotic duty to serve the country. Good for him. And I said, it does seem like he's flirting with stolen valor and exaggerating.
Hey, stolen valor, you come here often?
Where he used a gun, and in his statements, he was saying, like, a gun that I use in war. I think he was going overboard there, right? And then, like, as a response, you get I said the quote, I don't consider a person a veteran that never saw war. Obviously, I never said that. I said it was going to be a spicy take at the time, and I was right about that, obviously. I said, I draw a line between people who are part of the military apparatus and people who actually fight in active combat. I think those are two very different experiences. Both of those people are veterans and can claim to be a veteran and all of that. I'm fine with all that. But I think the experiences are different. And somebody had sent in a dispatch along the way and said, I was at like a hospital in Alabama, and I was Pennsylvania, and I did every bit as much as the people who were serving in Vietnam. And I said, no, those are just different things. They're different experiences.
I mean, I don't know if you're misconstruing, because I think I maybe in so many words said that I don't consider her a Vietnam War veteran. I don't consider her I consider her a veteran, and I consider the things that she did important, but I don't think that if it were me, I would call myself a Vietnam War veteran if I never left the country.
You just have to think about what people are going to be
flyers?
Going to be considering. That's what Celine said when we were talking about this originally, and that is
didn't answer it.
That's a weird one because you're not putting your life on the line, but you are killing other people. It depends. In some cases,
for me, it depends on where you're flying the drone from. I think it has everything to do with: are you flying the drone from a military facility in another country that could get bombed, or are you flying it from a nice air-conditioned setup that you've got in at the base here in the U.S. of A?
To say those are different is not controversial at all. And again, I'll say it 5,000 times. Both of those people are veterans, in my estimation. Both of those people served the country. It's fine. But when you say things certain ways, it sounds like you were out there on the front lines and you were in the foxholes and stuff.
Okay.
And that's an overstatement for some people.
Now, how do you
think it was in this case.
This, Sean Watson?
I don't care if you're a veteran. Well, it sounds bad.
Sounds like you.
I don't care if you're a veteran. This is just going to get worse for me. I don't care if you're a veteran. No. All right, let's go over here. Let's see some dispatches and see what you got on your mind.
Sabrina, you sure you have to do Delta?
Don't even.
Why would you find with another one? What's the deal?
I mean, there were some airlines that you could book up and you get this under $600.
Wow, that's pretty cheap to go to Italy.
The Toyota Corolla of the Sky? I'm not. It's like a 12-hour flight, 15-hour flight. I want to be comfortable.
After the story we just talked about with the plane crashing in Rio, she is not going to go with some off-the-beaten-path airline.
If I'm going to go down, I'd like to do it with free champagne in my hands.
That's right, yeah. And just if it starts spinning like that, if your plane starts spinning, it's no
Watching
rules on
Adult
the plane.
Swim on the TV in front of me.
You can just go to wherever they store the liquor and bust in there and start drinking all of it you want to if that occurs.
What, C-Lane?
What?
God.
One of these airlines, the cheapest one, like $574 round trip. There's Norse Atlantic UK, which
that goes to London.
Okay, all right. And there's also Wizz Air, WIZZ.
That sounds a little bit hacky.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I'd go for
Respectfully
that.
to Wizz Air.
Here is AJ Soup talking about the Olympics.
Hey, junkies. Just wanted to dispatch in and say how excited I am to have been watching the Olympics since the opening ceremonies. And today, during the show, I've been watching the women's breaking competition.
Oh, cool.
It has been amazing. The dancers are fabulous. The competition is great. And I won't spoil it for anybody, but the Australian competitor, Australia sent a 36-year-old college professor named Ray Gunn to the competition.
Ray Gunn?
And she does not disappoint.
Sounds like a spoiler
and also,
to me.
everybody catch the men's breaking competition tomorrow and root on Victor Montalvo from Kissimmee to the gold for the U.S.
Nice.
I hope everybody has been having as much fun watching the Olympics as I have, and everybody have a great weekend. Peace.
Thank you, AJ Soup. Appreciate you and appreciate the dispatch. Everybody, be on the lookout if you're listening to us in London, England right now. I don't care if you're a veteran. That's that out of context. All of the clips that you hear on this show that are not live are out of context. The one about being a sex offender.
Live content.
Yeah, but there's things around that would make it sound much better than it does when it's just isolated like that. Police have launched an urgent manhunt to find a violent mental health patient who's a risk to women after he escaped from a care facility for the fourth time. This person has escaped. Balansakar Narayanan, 44, was last seen on August 4th when he bolted away from carers who took him to a park. They took him to a park to like hang out, and he ran away. And they said police are appealing for the public's help to trace a man who absconded while on escorted leave from a care facility. This is the fourth time he's done this. He's a dangerous, dangerous man, they said, and have not located him as of yet. One would think after the third time, you might be extra careful in taking the crazy dude who could be violent and dangerous to women on little trips like that. But there we go.
AJ Soup was right.
What, yeah? About ray gun?
Ray gun.
Like legal name ray gun?
I guess.
No, they're using their beat girl and beat boy names.
Yeah, because I think they can have nicknames in the breaking or breakdancing competition.
Okay, well, I
send the video because Peacock.
her real name is Rachel Gunn. So
Rachel Gunn.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ray Gun. That's fun though. It's catchy. You remember that for sure.
Shutting down all of the clips people are grabbing.
Yeah.
Oh, Daily Mail has a video of a video.
Nice.
You could find.
Yeah. The Olympics is very, very uptight about people spreading their videos around. They make a lot of money off companies.
A 12-year-old on right now.
Paying for exclusivity. A 12-year-old breakdancing right now?
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive,
Do
right?
rag and all.
I think this is a fun one. I know people are like, well, they're changing the Olympics. The first Olympics sucked. They barely had any competitions. They didn't even let women participate back then. It's not nearly as exciting.
And now they'll let women participate as long as you show your genitals.
Oh, I thought you were going to say now they'll let men beat up on women. You were going to go with that controversy. I think there's still like a gold medal bout for that, or maybe that might have already happened. Last one for now. Here is Guitar Slinger.
I'm just trying to figure out what the heck's going on over there. I may be wrong at times, but at least I try to stay on topic.
Mm-hmm.
Sean says something, and then it goes through the filter, and it comes out the other end. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing to do with what he's talking about, or completely off point.
What?
People, open up your ears and listen first before you send a dispatch.
Oh, maybe from your mouth to God's ears. We'll see if that happens. Maybe next week on the show.
Ears.
There will be brilliant, crystal clear. Everybody will be understanding each other. I'm doing my best to communicate over here, and we'll see how you take it. If you'd like to send us a dispatch, go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now.
You found Ray Gun, didn't you?
Ray Gun is great.
Wait, why is it funny? Ray Gun breaking.
I'll send you the video of the video. But it is...
this is hard to search
now,
for.
This is the best breakdancer in Australia? All of Australia?
No, it can't be.
Why, are they not that good?
It's a lot of floor work, Sean.
I see Ray Gun. Meet the Australian academic.
I just send you the link. Check the chat.
All right. I'll pull this up when we come back. We got to do the final dispatch of stories that did make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Funny farm to table. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
Noah Lyles' Olympics are over. The 100-meter champ and 200-meter bronze medalist says COVID will keep him out of the 4x100-meter relay. Grant Holloway has his elusive first Olympic gold in the 110-meter hurdles.
Feels great. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I feel relieved.
The three-time world champ in the race shared the podium with U.S. teammate Daniel Roberts, who claimed the silver medal.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast. And for today, it's going to be another sweltering day across Central Florida. Plan for an afternoon high of 95 degrees in Orlando. But once we factor in that high humidity, our heat index will feel closer to 108 to 109 degrees. So be sure to stay hydrated and have ways to stay cool. We'll also be expecting about a 50% chance of some scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm an FPL customer.
I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money.
Find more ways to save energy and money at FPL.com/ways to save. FPL, working for you every single day.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Taste Central Florida, presenting its 33rd annual culinary celebration Saturday, August 10th at Signia by Hilton Orlando Bonnet Creek. Join us for an evening sampling culinary delights prepared by area chefs. There'll be a silent auction, music, and more benefiting Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida and Coalition for the Homeless of Central Florida, too. Tickets are available at tastecfl.org. That's tastecfl.org. Sponsored by Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida, a not-for-profit organization.
At Massey Services, we know that no two lawns are the same. That's why we create a customized lawn care plan for whatever your landscape looks like. From season to season, our personalized treatments keep your lawn healthy and beautiful all year long. Personalized, because it is personal. We take as much pride in your lawn as you do. Schedule your free inspection today at MasseyServices.com. Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 powered by Galaxy AI with Spectrum free anytime upgrade. Use Circle to search with Google to see more and search more on the large Z Fold 6 screen. Or capture perfectly framed pics using FlexCam and Z Flip 6. Order now with Spectrum free anytime upgrade and get up to $1,000 off, plus the value of your trade-in. Visit a Spectrum store or SpectrumMobile.com today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is so important your air conditioner works perfectly every time. That's why I suggest a call to our friends at Mills Air. In business since 1992, that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida nice and cool. And their techs are awesome. They can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And Mills Air is a carrier factory authorized dealer, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family owned and operated Mills Air. Call today and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
Hey, Cam, mind sending me over our new Wi-Fi password?
Oh, sorry, Mitch, you can't be trusted. What? It's your phone. It's different than mine.
Cam! And I thought I was a judgy one.
No, it's just messages between different devices aren't encrypted.
Okay. Since when do you know about encryption?
I know what encryption is, and it's because I'm the last line of defense against any would-be Wi-Fi thieves.
Cam, come on.
Okay, fine. I'll send it somewhere more private.
Thank you.
Safely send messages between different devices. On WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
And now, another insurance story from
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Wow, I wonder how much all this costs. Shh. Well, it can't be cheap. Do we even have enough for our own you-know-what?
Honey, shh. I heard he bought final expense insurance through the Smart Bunny app.
The Smart Bunny app?
Like on your phone?
I know what an app is.
For the love of all things decent, be quiet.
Get up to $25,000 of lifelong coverage for funeral expenses, debts, and other needs for as little as $14 a month. And no medical exam is required. So hop on the Smart Bunny app now and grab some final expense insurance.
Honey, are you buying the insurance, like, right now?
Time is precious.
So true.
Shh. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text PREP to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text PREP to 42424. That's PREP to 42424.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
And we'll do the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday and send you off into the weekend here momentarily. There are updates on the Mexico Mystery Cancun drugging story. I am going to try to get the mother, who is immensely angry at me, to join us on the show on Monday. We'll see if we can pull that off. That would be very interesting. I would have a ton of questions that I would like her to answer, because there's red flags everywhere in that story. So we'll see if we can sort that out for Monday on the show. You don't want to miss that if that goes down.
Did they say how long the daughter was in the hospital?
I have a whole update on it. Like, they have posted personally, like the details of the whole thing on Facebook. That just led to more questions. We just do not have time to get into it, unfortunately. And we need to give that one some time, because we got to dive deeper. All right, let's get to a couple final emails to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. B says, if somebody points a gun at me to get off their property, I'm running. Something was wrong with that guy for sure. Yeah, I believe that. It's pretty strange that the person was attacking somebody's dog to begin with, and then the fact that they weren't running away when he said, get out of here, and shot a gun into the ground to scare him away. And they kept doing it, and then finally the homeowner just shot the guy who was attacking his dog. So there you go. Nick says, oh, we're not doing that. Nick, that's a terrible joke. Okay. I didn't see until just now that he was joking. Christina says, hello, Sean. Just wanted to share, you had talked about the Billy Goat Tavern Dive Burger Bar under a bridge in Chicago, and we went there. It was so good. Thank you so much for the awesome recommendation. Their Billy Goat Dark Lager was delicious, as was their cheeseburger, which is from a Saturday Night Live bit way back in the day.
I feel ridiculous ordering that.
I know, I hate that stuff. Oh God, what was the one that it was like
the Cali, the shrimp po' boy.
Here fishy or something. It was it was one of on the menu at Van Barry's. I'd be like, can I get the here fishy?
You could just say the fish.
I know.
The fish tacos.
No, they'd be like, Sean, say the whole thing.
What is it? What's it called, huh? Oh, good people over there. Yeah. Good people. That's going to have to do it for everything today. It's time to get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, August 9th, 2024. Today I learned this television show.
Mythbusters.
That's right. Mythbusters is correct. One of the stars of Mythbusters, when they had the younger crew in there, Grant Imahara, he died on July 13th, 2020. Kind of got swept under the rug because of the pandemic stuff. He was 49 years old after suffering a ruptured, previously undiagnosed aneurysm. They said just came out of absolutely nowhere. He was a special effects engineer for many Hollywood productions and did a lot of stuff in his time. Today, the longest javelin throw was 99.52 meters. It was done using a now illegal technique that was considered out of control. Nobody has broken this record with modern javelin rules, and they probably will not ever. Today I learned Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, a.k.a. MGM, attempted to erase the movie Gaslight back in 1940. That's where the term gaslighting comes from, this movie. They attempted to gaslight the movie, kind of. They attempted to erase it from existence to prevent it from competing with their remake of Gaslight when it eventually was released in 1944. Now the film is much more famous for the term than anything else. Today, the last time gold medals were made from solid gold was Stockholm, Sweden, 1912.
Oh.
Thereafter, they were all cast in silver and coated in gold. And today I learned this band right here. The Cure. That's right, The Cure indeed. The Cure once played a 4-hour-long concert during which they played 50 of their songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's every song we've ever made.
From front to back. You know what I saw over the weekend? Did you see Bowling for Soup had done a show, and they were like, we're going to play the album in its entirety, and he said, I want to apologize to the audience. Back when we did this, we front-loaded the album with the 3 best songs in the front, so we've already played those. He's like, the rest of this set is going to suck.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back on Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show, get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you next time.